Hello. What's going on, black family? Welcome to another edition of Melanated Thought, where we talk about things that affect the black community. We're here, a little late, but we're here. That's all right, though. We'll get over it.
Hello.
I'm Reggio.
I'm Mimi the lady.
And what a lovely lady she is, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we're going to have a repeat of last week's show since we had a few audio problems. So we're going to try to get it right this time. We're going to talk about critical race theory. And as you already know, a few states have already passed a law that they're not going to teach critical race theory inside their schools.
Right. We're going to talk about that later.
Yes, definitely. We're going to talk about that and get into great detail about that situation later on down the line. But, you know, it is what it is. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get the music pumped up so we can go ahead and get this thing started. And I guess that's it, man. How was your day? How was your week, babe?
It was a week.
Well, it's hump day, so, you know, it ain't over.
We always do week to week. So from last Wednesday to now, what happened? It was my dad's birthday. I forgot. I felt so bad. Last Saturday was my dad's birthday. Happy heavenly birthday, Dad. R.I.P.
Happy birthday.
He would have been 82.
Oh, that would have been the ripe old age.
I know. I just often wonder, what would he be like? What would he be like? But shout out to my dad. Miss him so much.
Of course.
Steady taking day by day.
Yep.
That's all you can do in this thing we call life.
Yes, indeed.
And now that the rain is gone, they trying to burn us up.
Man.
This heat is no joke.
You know what? I have had many a people tell me that this heat is relentless, this heat is disrespectful. So, and I agree with them. You know, the heat ain't no joke, man.
Yeah. You know, I don't remember last year when COVID was running rampant. I don't remember summer being this hot.
That's because we was inside.
Yeah, we was inside. So I'm just going to be doing a repeat of last year.
Exactly. So, you know.
Inside.
Yeah, everybody was inside the house at that time, so. Hold on. Are we still having some issues? No. Okay, no, we're not. We're good. We're still here. Okay, we're good. I didn't see no levels. I see levels now, so we're good. Never mind. We're all right. But anyway.
So how was your week, Reggio?
Busy as hell. That's all it was, man. I was on the 6 o'clock call this morning. They woke me up. Actually, Ernie woke me up about 5:30, calling me up. He had called me like twice. The first time, I guess, the phone didn't ring. Then the second time it did. And he called me up and told me to get on that bridge call. So I got on that bridge call. And they still don't have anything solved yet, so.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so it's one of those situations. But those happen.
Yeah.
Doesn't happen often, but it does happen.
That's what it does.
But, you know, that's a day in the life of a computer geek, y'all. So, you know, that's just the way it is. Nothing I can do about that.
How you liking these Wednesday shows?
Well, personally, I think it's cool.
I think this is our, second one or third one?
This is the third one, I think. Is it the third one?
I think it's the second. I don't even. We've done so many shows and I love it. I love that we've done so many shows. So I think this might be the second one.
The second or third one? I don't know.
Yeah.
I lost track.
I kind of like the Wednesday.
You like the Wednesday ones?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to do them. We're going to try to be more consistent, y'all, I promise. You know, that's the one thing we have to work on is getting that consistency done.
Right.
But, you know, we'll get that together. That's all right, though. We'll get it together. We always do.
Absolutely.
So, and as usual, y'all, I always come up with that knowledge, you know, the knowledge part of the show, telling everybody
Reading
the books
is fundamental.
Fundamental.
That's right.
Yes, indeed, y'all. Books that every black person should read at least once in their lifetime. Hold on a minute. Hold on a second. I get my mic volume mess. My mic volume ain't quite what it is. Hold on. There we go. All right, a little bit of adjustment, y'all. There we go. Okay, now we got it. Yeah. All right, we got it. Okay, audio was kind of messed up on my microphone. Hers is fine.
All the time.
Whatever.
That's right.
But anyway, y'all, every book, books that every black person should read in their lifetime, at least once in a lifetime. This is one I talked about before. It's one I brought up last week. It's 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro with Complete Proof by J.A. Rogers.
Right.
For those of you who are avid readers of history in general, you know that J.A. Rogers is a very known black historian. He was originally from Jamaica, and he has written quite a few books about the black race, and that's a good thing. And I really like this book. This is like one of the very first ones that I had read as far as black history is concerned. So this book right here, if you're a novice to black history, this is a very good jump off point for you to get your feet wet in this game. And there's some good stuff in here, man. So definitely check this book out. J.A. Rogers, 100 Amazing Facts About the Negro with Complete Proof. Good book. Really good read. It's a short read, but it's a good read nonetheless. So, and another J.A. Rogers book, World's Great Men of Color. And there's like 2 volumes to this book. I just have volume 1. I had volume 2, but it mysteriously grew legs and walked away. Yeah, you know how that go. You let somebody use the stuff and all of a sudden, So anyway, all of a sudden, things just get, they get lost in the shuffle, for lack of a better term. So, but yeah, I got this volume right here. I just gotta get the second one again. But then again, I gotta get a lot of my books again. But this is a good read though. World's Great Men of Color.
Cool.
It's a good one. There's another one I talked about last week, but we didn't really hear about it because the audio was janky, but we got it right now.
Yeah,
so.
okay.
And this one is really one of my favorites by LaRon Bennett Jr., Before the Mayflower, History of the Negro in America from 1619 to 1962. He has another series of books out that I grew up reading called the Ebony Magazine Pictorial Guide of Pictorial History of Black America. That's what it is. And it's like 4 volumes to that set. I used to have all 4 volumes. And if I could find those books again, I would definitely get them. They're really good reads. I don't have the pictures of them right here, but this book right here, Before the Mayflower, is another jump off point for those of you who are novices to black history here in the United States. There are some more, but these are the ones that stand out the most. And you can find these really easy. You can find them in your local library if you don't want to buy the book, but I would suggest you buy it because this is one you can pass down to the youngins. So definitely check this one out. History of the Negro. Not History of the Negro, I'm sorry. Yeah, History of the Negro in America from 1619 to 1962. Before the Mayflower. Good book by LaRon Bennett Jr. And here's another one of his books that's not really talked about a lot. It's called The Shaping of Black America. The Struggles and Triumphs of African Americans from 1619 to the 1990s. Another book by LaRon Bennett Jr. Really, really, really good read. It's a short read. It's about 300 or 400 pages. To me, it's a short read. To some people, it might not be that short, but to me, it's a short read. So this is another good one. You won't be disappointed with this one. This is a really, 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 really good book. So check this out. And of course, Carter G. Woodson, Miseducation of the Negro.
Oh, yes.
Which is kind of sort of what we're going to be talking about today. With the critical race theory, because you got people on both sides of the fence, black and white, especially white, but that don't want to talk about the critical race theory. We'll get deeper into that later on down the line. And the phone lines will be open for people that want to call in. We'll get those open and everything, and those are working just fine. So, but yeah, Carter G. Woodson, The Miseducation of the Negro. Definitely check that out, people. If you have not read this book, you need to be shot. I'm just being honest with you. If you are a person, a so-called person of color, if you have not read this book, you need to be flogged. I'm just being honest, because this book is must reading. You must read this book. You have to. It's like a prerequisite. Definitely read this book. It'll give you insight on a whole bunch of different things and how things have been going on since day one when it comes to the education of black people in general. Miseducation of the Negro, Carter G. Woodson. Check it out if you don't already have it. And this is one of my current favorites. It's by Dr. Claude Anderson, another historian. He has several books on history, but this is the one that really stands out. It's a Black History Reader, 101 Questions You Never Thought to Ask. this book is very insightful. This one read like a regular history book because what it does is it'll ask a question and it'll give you a detailed answer.
Oh, good. That's what I like. I like those type.
Yeah, and that's what's different about this book. And I think that people would actually gravitate towards this book once they actually open it up and start reading it.
Retain it, yeah.
Right, they retain it a whole lot better. So definitely pick this up. I picked this one. This is a current book, so this is one of my more recent purchases. I bought this book like 3 years ago. It was published about 4 years ago. I bought it 3 years ago. But it's a good read. Are most
of these books able to be found like where you local bookstores,
local bookstores, Barnes and Noble,
Amazon?
Definitely, Amazon.
Okay.
Amazon.
Okay.
The Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. About the only one that you might have difficulty trying to find would be The Shaping of Black America.
Where would you think that'll be?
I got my copy at Amazon.
Amazon, okay.
Right.
Okay.
I had it before, but like I said, I replaced a whole bunch of books I loaned out. And I had got that copy off of Amazon.
Okay.
But
nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can definitely get these off Amazon. Or, shameless plug, if you're here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, go to Pan-African Connection.
Ooh, yay.
Yes, indeed. Go there. They'll definitely have it. So, they have all those books.
Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice place
and,
to go.
A suggestion from a man, Marv, the videos, Hidden Colors. There's 5 volumes to this series, man, and all 5 of them are fire. This one is the first one. This is definitely a jump off point for those, again, that doesn't know very much about Black history. This will give you a jump off point. You can always go further, but this will give you a jump off point if you're a novice of Black history. But definitely check this out, y'all. Check this out. Hidden Colors. He's Tariq Nasheed did these series, man. It's off the chain. It really is.
Don't he have a new movie or something coming out?
Yes, Buck Breaking. It's already out, and I have yet to see it yet because I wanted to see it with you.
Right. I know it was something you
said
you watch together, yeah.
Yeah, I do have it. And to be honest with you, if you have children out there, especially young men, young Black men, get Buck Breaking, watch that movie with that person, or watch it with the whole family. Right. You won't be disappointed. I promise you that. So that's all I got.
Nice. Of course, again, some good readers.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Okay.
Well, like you mentioned last week, we had technical difficulties and some of the topics that we talked about last week wasn't heard. So we're probably going to revisit some of those today.
Yep.
Just to reiterate, because they are still in the news and people are still talking about them.
Yep.
Let's go ahead and knock this one out the park, because you want to talk about this one specifically with Monique and the bonnet situation.
Right.
Now, I said last week that if anybody saw me in public, they have permission to snatch it off. Excuse me. I'm sorry, guys. My allergies.
Yeah, that's everybody.
But it seems to me, now that she has made this public service announcement and her own thoughts. Yeah. I don't know why people getting an attitude about this woman's thoughts.
Of course.
I'm seeing them everywhere now. So it's like, I don't know if anybody took offense to it or something, because they're everywhere.
Well, the reason why I want to revisit this subject is because of the fact that you got a lot of folks out here, mostly Black women, they got offended because of this particular issue. Now, I'm a Black man. I love my sisters. I love y'all. Sisters, I love y'all. But let's just be honest, y'all. Let's just be honest. Most of the women that come out looking like this are hood rats. Let's just be real. I'm just gonna call a spade a spade. Most of them are hood rats, and they done checked out a long time ago anyway. So what's the point of even talking to them? Because you can talk to them till you're blue in the face, and they're gonna do the exact opposite no matter what. I mean, they're off code, and what I mean by off code is they don't give a damn about uplifting Black people. They want to uplift themselves, and that's it. They could care less about anybody else. So, that's the only thing they're worried about. And they will do any and everything that they can do to uplift themselves. Right. And if anybody gets offended about what I'm saying, guess what? I could give less than a damn. I'm just being real with you. But let's just be honest. Most of the people out there that dress like that come out there in I've seen in restaurants. Yeah. We both have.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's getting worse because at first you saw maybe at your local Walgreens.
Well, see, that's different though.
At the gas station or Walmart. Right. Now they're actually going out to sit down restaurants.
Exactly, they're sitting down eating like this. Come on, man. And like I said, it's mostly any woman with any kind of decorum about them won't be coming out dressed like this.
No. Mm-mm.
You know, that's all I got to say about that. With the bonnet on, the pajama bottoms on, and the dirty house slippers on. Come on. Any woman with any kind of decorum won't come out dressed like that. Let's just be real.
But like I said, that was Monique's opinion.
That was her opinion, and she was coming from a good place, and people just took it all out of context.
Right. You know, everybody call her Amy, so she's an OG in the game. You know, so why take offense to it? I mean, I'll be like, oh, you know what? That might make you want to just revisit yourself and just remember you are a black woman.
Yep.
When you step out in these streets, you not only represent your family, you represent this culture.
And I've said that.
You know, so just do it on the premise of that.
Yeah, I've said that on several occasions. When I step outside those doors, not only do I represent myself, I represent my family. That's all the way in the city, and I represent you. Because I don't want to be looking toward from the floor. The first person they're gonna call is who? They're gonna call you,
definitely,
and say what the heck is going on between you and Reggie. So
what did I say the other night? You having a what kind of day I said you was having?
I forgot.
That's y'all gonna have to look up here. But I'm like, you can't be going there too many times now.
Exactly.
I'm gonna give you one. One. Can't be too many times now.
Of course not.
And that'd have to be an emergency.
Exactly. I mean,
out there chilling on the cut. You're like, what the hell you got on?
For real though.
So yeah, I mean, I would want that in return.
Exactly.
Because I'm a representation of yourself. Our relationship.
Right.
Our lineage.
Right.
Everything. So.
And that's the one thing I have to take under consideration, which they don't. The only time that you see hood rats get on cold is when a race soldier ends up killing one of the children. And that's when they get on cold. So, but, you know.
Just do it for yourself. It's nothing like putting on some clothes. And
I mean, you don't have to put on coat and tails every time you step outside the house.
And I agree with Monique. You ain't got to put on a full face of makeup and a whole thing of lace front wigs and everything. Just take a bath first.
Oh, yeah.
Put a little Vaseline and a lotion on your elbows and your heels. And then you just feel different, you know. You feel clean, you feel fresh, you feel renewed. It's nothing like a good old house shower, let me tell you.
Oh, come on, man.
But some people, like, I know things, people like, I'm just gonna run it right here right quick and get this.
Now, see, that's different.
You know,
that's a little bit different. You're just gonna go in and out. Okay, cool. But when you gonna come on, man. We're talking about going to restaurants and sitting down, eating, and having a conversation with people. And you looking like who did it and what for? Come on, man.
Every time I see that, like, that's your daily outfit.
Exactly.
Like, that's your uniform. Be like, you ain't got nothing else but them pajamas and that bonnet.
Again, like I said, it's mostly hood rats to do that. Come on, because any woman with any kind of decorum like yourself, you don't step out like that.
And my mom used to tell us, my grandma used to tell us that too. She's like, you never know. What if you get into, cause like most of my family was in the medical field and things like that. And she's like, what if you get into an accident? I always make sure you have clean underwear and look decent. Ain't nothing wrong with looking decent. It don't cost a dime to look decent. And my mom used to tell us, always remember your last name. Rights do the right thing. So I don't know where all the backlash is coming from. I wish somebody that's having have something negative to say or don't agree with Monique, I wish they'll let me know why. What's the reasoning? Because I just can't come up with any.
Right. I can't think of anything either. I mean, because unless if you get offended by anything that Monique said, she must be talking about you. That's all I got to say about that.
Why that's what they say, yeah.
So, I mean, personally, I'm with her. I'm with her 100%, sister.
And what I don't understand, she did it. Y'all talked about her.
Yep.
She came back and reiterated what she said and made, put a little butter on top of make it a little smoother.
Right.
Y'all went even harder on her.
Yep.
Then she came back and did another one with her and her husband where they got a little raunchy on that one. But I mean, at that point, when I was looking at her podcast and Monique and her husband was doing it, I kind of agree with some of the thing, not everything, but some of the things they were saying. It's like, how you gonna take offense to her and try to call her out on her faults and stuff she did in her past, where she's trying to relate to things that's going on now and just trying to give you guys like a little, hey, girlfriend, let's do better. I don't think there's nothing wrong with that.
Nothing wrong with that at all. There's nothing wrong with.
Some people have something wrong with everything you do these days.
That's true. What did Cat Williams say? If ain't nobody hating on you, you're doing something wrong.
That's right. You ain't got no hater. That's right.
So, but anyway.
Well, hopefully we can put that subject to bed and it'll be a positive thing instead of a negative. Right now, it's coming off as being very negative.
Marvin's in the house.
What's up, Marvin?
What's up, brother? What's up, brother? He said, don't forget the hair rollers in the hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the hair roll, but I'm pretty sure they, yeah.
I haven't seen the hair rollers lately either.
Yeah.
But I'm sure that, you know.
They're out there.
Oh, yeah. I'm more than certain that they are.
Right.
But, you know.
Okay, moving on.
Moving right along.
This is a story that disturbed me to my core.
Uh-huh.
And I sent it to you because I felt like we need to speak on it on this topic.
Okay.
Let me first say this. I'm not looking at it as a race factor, but a race factor is the factor of this race of this story.
Hello.
Just gonna say it like that. A 6-year-old boy was shot in the arm. What do you think?
Well, let me give somebody some background on this story.
And I'm just asking you, guess what you think a little six.
Oh,
Why do you
know.
think a 6-year-old be shot? Why?
Of course, because you already know why. You got that melanin, man. Come on. That melanin is dangerous. But let me give people that don't know a little bit of background on the story. That's a little 6-year-old boy. Now, all of us that are listening to this show and that are on this podcast has been a child before.
I hope so. You didn't
We've
come
been a
out a
child
grown
before.
person.
Oh, yeah, exactly. We've been children before.
Right.
This little boy, now mind you, this little boy was 6.
6.
Years old.
6.
Okay? He was riding his little tricycle and it rolled into this man's yard. Now, how many times have we done that? I go a little bit further. I'm from the country. I've ridden horses in people's yards before. They didn't say nothing.
Well, let me add that to it. He was riding it, but then you saw your friend come down the street. You get off your bike and just lay it down. I see bikes laid down everywhere.
Of course, he laid his bike down and he came back and the man got upset about the situation, you know, and he came to get his bike and the man shot through the window.
Well, here's the first thing. He tried to hit him the first time with a sledgehammer.
With a sledgehammer, yeah.
Not a hammer, a sledgehammer.
On a 6-year-old.
A 6-year-old baby.
A 6-year-old.
And then the little boy said, I guess I was too fast for him. So then he went and got his gun. Next thing I heard was boom. And he shot me right here. Shot the baby.
Oh, my God.
Now, the reason why I said about the race, put this brother name on blast.
What's his name?
Ryan Lee Wynn.
That's how you say it. What a surprise. He's Asian.
Yeah. And the young Kobe, the little 6-year-old name was Kobe. He's mixed with white and black.
But all this all is black.
And he looks mostly black though.
Of course he does.
And that daddy got loose.
The whole neighborhood got loose from what I understand.
Yeah, that's why I said to update to the story, he had got out. He posted bond that same day. But they allegedly put him back in custody because they felt like that the bond was too low.
It was what?
I don't even think they gave him $5,000. And you done shot this baby. You could have killed that baby.
What, the 10,000? What is bond at 10 grand?
10 cash, $10,000 cash bond.
So,
cash bond.
So it was a $10,000 cash bond. So he could have got out with $1,000.
$1,000. But now they done increased it to $100,000.
That still ain't enough.
But the reason why this disturbed me, like you were saying, how many of us done rode our bikes up and down the street with our friends? We see our friend, we lay that bike down wherever we want to. And then just because the baby tried to go back and get it, he gonna try to hit the baby with a sledgehammer. Now, my question is, what was the bike doing?
That's a good question. Besides sitting there.
Was the bike burning holes in his yard? Was the bike making marks in his driveway? I mean, what could this bike, a 6-year-old bike, probably not even that big, what can it possibly do that you had to try to hit him with a sledgehammer, then get your gun and shoot him? I'm lost for words.
A 6-year-old child.
I am lost for
That's
words.
the point. You're talking about a 6-year-old child. Now, most of us here, I've had the opportunity to raise children. I don't have any biological children. But we know that children are going to ride their bikes in people's yards. They're going to leave their bikes wherever they're going to leave their bikes because they're 6. They have the attention span of what, maybe 8 seconds?
And if that.
And that's pushing it.
Let's say 5.
Exactly. So, but you got a 6-year-old child that left his bike. He saw a friend of his. He dropped his bike. That's what children do. Hell, you got grown people to do that. They'll stop exactly what they're doing to see a friend. Hey, man, what's up?
Right. But I'm not gonna say in defense of Brother Ryan. I'm not gonna call him Brother Ryan. When he said that the family has had beef before with the kids leaving a bike in his yard and stuff like that. But I mean, it's a neighborhood. Neighborhood have children. That's what you look at my Okay, you guys can't see it, but Sweet Pea, look at my patio. You think those my footballs?
I know they're not.
Tell them what's on my patio.
Lots of balls.
A bunch of footballs.
A bunch of footballs that people have thrown and put in here. Yeah.
So am I supposed to say, oh, football, get that? I'm not going to do that.
Of course
and every
not.
time I go, I be trying to look for the look how we're going to throw them over the balcony, back down to them.
Right.
But I don't know who they, but I'm not going to throw them down to litter, first of all.
Of course not.
But I don't know who I'm giving them to. So
Right.
if I see some group of kids outside again, I'm just going to say, hey, guys, are these your balls? I'm just going to give it to them. I'm not going to go in there and give me a machete or some darts and try to shoot them in the head with the darts because they got their balls on my patio. That's crazy. But the father did say that the doctor told them that if that bullet was an inch either to the left or either to the right, it would have killed him. Oh my God. I can't even. Oh,
but a 6-year-old.
6
years old.
6 years old.
Wow.
I said this last week. Y'all need to leave our babies alone. They messing with these babies and it's not right.
Well, the thing of it is, the reason why he did what he did because he knew he was going to get a slap on the wrist for it.
Did you think because of the Asian persuasion?
That's exactly
Asian,
it.
what is it?
You said it right.
Yeah.
Nah,
It has to be
I agree
something.
with
A
you on that.
cash bond. Just like that you got out. You thought that was a good enough. Oh no, that's not good enough.
Nope.
But anyway, that touched me to my core. Here's another story that touched me because, you know, I love education.
Right.
A Mississippi school is under fire for changing class ranking after 2 black females, you know I'm a female lover, students chosen as valedictorian and salutatorian. When I read this story again, my collar got hot. These girls went to school all these years, did the work, made the grade, got the recognition, and because they were black females, you're gonna try to take that recognition away from them. So what they end up doing is making it 2 of each. How fair is that? And the other 2 was like 2 white children. Again, they messing with the babies. Messing with the babies.
Here's my deal. I wish I could have got in contact with him. There's a friend of mine I went to school with named Dale Woods. Mm-hmm. He has a sister named Yolanda Woods. Yolanda was smart as a whip. She had won valedictorian that year when she was graduating high school. She graduated, I think, 1990. She graduated a year after I did. She was supposed to get valedictorian, and instead they gave it to somebody else. And that person was non-white. Was non-black. Let's put it like that. Yolanda's black. If those of you who are listening don't know, she was a sister. You know, very smart, very smart. Actually, the whole family was smart. Dale was smart. Greg was smart because she had 2 older brothers, and I was cool with both of them. And both of them were very intelligent. And Yolanda was no slouch. She was intelligent right along with her older brothers. Mm-hmm. So, and she actually won valedictorian, and they gave it to somebody else.
Why? What reason did they give her?
She had the complexion for the protection.
Because this is pretty much the same thing here. Because after I read the story to get more detail, the school district issued a statement clarifying that their stance is going to stand because this decision is what's outlined in the handbook. They said, we apologize for any confusion and problems has caused, but the decision stands as is, and we will take full responsibility for the misunderstanding. There shouldn't be no. I've never heard of a co-sal and a co-val. I've never heard of that. Ever.
Me either.
That's why there is a val and a sal. That means you're 1 and 2.
Exactly.
There's gonna be no 2 1s and no 2 2s.
Exactly.
But that's a good way they see CYA though. They see why they real now.
Exactly. They did that so smooth.
Again, messing with the babies.
Yep. They are, man. They are.
Can't have nothing. Now we can't have Val and Sal. Good Lord.
Of course not.
Okay, well, here's the big story that came out today, right when we were getting on the air. I don't know if a lot of you guys have heard about it, but Congress passed legislation to make Juneteenth a federal holiday.
Oh, really?
Yay!
Oh, wrong track.
But, thank you. I appreciate that. It's been, 40 years in the making. But this Saturday will make the 156th anniversary of Juneteenth. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you, Congress, for getting that to us. But I have a question.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Why now?
The John Lewis bill, where is that? The George Floyd bill, where is that? The Black Farmers bill, where is that? And most importantly, where is the reparation bill? Where is that?
Ooh.
I'm just asking.
Hello.
And in my Cat Williams voice, I'll wait. Can somebody tell me where it is?
Baby.
This is another situation with that Asian bill. They passing everything but the bills that need to be passed. Why is that?
Good question.
Oh my God.
That's a really good question.
I don't get it.
That's a really good question.
I get
now, see, the reason why that they passed that whole Juneteenth deal and made it a federal holiday, which to black people it was already a federal holiday. So the only thing you're doing is just putting it on paper.
Especially here in Texas, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. The only thing you're doing is just putting it on paper. That's this is nothing new to us. We've been celebrating Juneteenth.
Yeah.
So making it a federal, quote unquote, federal holiday means nothing to us. That's what they call a big nothing burger. There's nothing in it. There's no substance in it whatsoever. And the reason why that they did that is to distract us from all that stuff that you just mentioned.
Right.
That's the only reason why.
And this is the second federal holiday approved since Martin Luther King's birthday. And look how long it took them to give us that day. We still don't have a Malcolm X Day, Rosa Parks Day.
Sojourner Truth, Harriet Tubman.
Oh my gosh.
So many people. Adam Clayton Powell.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many people. Medgar Evers, Marcus Garvey. Damn, I could go on and on and on. Hell, I even go there. I even go further than I even go here. Elijah Muhammad. I mean, despite what you think about the Nation of Islam, Elijah Muhammad did some good things.
It's a full force. That's right. Very much so. But my thing is, like you and I was talking the other day, because like I said, I'm getting all these alerts on my phone about all these celebrations of Juneteenth. Back in the day, when I was growing up, we only had it in one area of Dallas, and it was in the black sector. I'm just gonna call it the black sector of Dallas, where mostly black people live. Most people know it as South Dallas. They would have a block party up Martin Luther King Boulevard. That's all it was. Now this year they all coming downtown. They coming to the white parks, the black parks, any kind of parks. They having celebrities come in. I sent you one other day. I think we want to go see Howard Hewitt.
Yep.
At one of the parks. It's going to be an all-day event.
Yep.
The key word here is going to be free too.
Oh shit.
Why now? So now they coming up with all of them. Like last week we spoke about Black Wall Street. It's coming up, 100-year anniversary.
Yep.
And now this one. So anything that hasn't been passed in the past, they're gonna try to rectify. But what about the ones that's sitting on your desk right now that need to be passed? What's wrong with those? Why don't y'all talk about those?
They don't want to talk about those.
Okay.
Especially the reparations bill.
Yeah, that's the big one.
Because if they give us the reparations, man, black people will take. We can make $1 out of 15 cents. We always have been able to do that.
I was thinking about that. I'm thinking they probably won't give us reparations because they probably think we will all pool our money together and make another Black Wall Street.
It's possible. It's definitely possible, and that could definitely happen. Because I'll tell you right now, I'll put my little check into it.
I did too. I would too. Because I would love to see that, just to hear that story and see that story and to see how they came together and was all united and was thriving beautifully.
Everybody was on code.
Yes.
Everybody was on code.
But it had to be that one.
Marvin made a really good point. He said Juneteenth is going to be celebrated on February 31st in 2029.
Right.
Yep.
Which is sick. Just sick. Be like, when is it again? Did we miss it this year?
For
like,
real,
what is it,
man.
leap year?
Yeah, for real though.
Did it happen this year? I mean, like I said, I'm glad it happened. Kudos to Congress. But what about them other bills? The reason why I mentioned the black farmers, because I didn't know that they are getting treated like second-class citizens compared to the white farmers.
Of course.
And they produce more produce than any of the Latinos in Mexico and anything.
Yep.
They weren't able to get the PPE loans and oh my God. Oh, it's like they just treat us so disrespectful. It's unbelievable. But this is the reason why I love doing this show, because we have to get these stories out here. Because I know some of the things when I read, I'm thinking, is this for real? And you know, I would listen to another podcast. This is just a side note. This is on my spirit right now. Did you know the start of the Civil War, when black men were going to war, they left the family open. So black women at that time was working for white women.
Yep.
So when the black men went to war, the black women decided, hey, I got to go home and take care of my babies.
Right.
Did you know that it was a law? I've been looking for them. I had to keep reaching for it and find out. It was a law or a bill. I don't know if it was passed or they was about to pass it to make black women go back and work for white women and help them take care of their children.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I read about that years and years ago. So, but yeah,
you can't take care of your own kids.
Yeah, they can. They just don't want to.
So my kids just left at home to do what?
Do whatever.
My husband at war for this country.
Right.
You're at home with your children, so I gotta come and help you raise your children. My children at home left open for the what? That bothered me when I heard that today. I have never heard that. Never heard that.
Well, see, to be honest with you, I mean that's something that I did a report over that years and years ago.
Really?
When I
have never heard that. And to me, it's like they revere the white woman as mothers,
of course, and
just revere the black women as workers. That's ridiculous.
Yep.
Utterly ridiculous. That's but no, I'm disturbed by that, but you've heard that. You've heard it so much. That's why I love talking to you. It just bothers me, but you've already heard about it. So, okay, well, how did that make you feel? Okay, just say if that was you and that was your mother.
Right.
How would you feel as a child? Like, would you feel like, dang, my mom left us here by herself, but she had to go work? If not, she was going to either be reprimanded, or either, I think they said, put in jail.
Well, see, here's the thing about that. See, when that was going on, that forced a lot of the black children, the younger black children, to grow up faster than what they would normally grow up, because they had to take over the role of the adult. The older children did. Okay, so that right there, it was a good thing, but it was a bad thing as well.
Right.
It was a double-edged sword. I mean, it was a good thing because, like, it made us as black people grow up a whole lot quicker.
Yeah.
We came into that maturity level mentally quicker than a white child would, because they're still so dependent on the servitude of black people. Whereas whereas the black children on the other hand and this is what I said in my report. I said it was advantageous for the black children because of the fact that, you know, once we got older, we knew what to do. We knew what we were doing.
Right.
Whereas white children, they didn't.
Right.
I mean, the fathers would come back to the home and take over once the war was over. You know, if they had the facilities to buy them, they'd lose their limbs. So it was a good thing, but it was a bad thing because they also missed out on their childhood.
Right.
That was the other side.
That's why you have so many 12 and 13-year-olds talking about they raised their sister and brother.
Exactly.
You're not even raised, baby.
Exactly.
Yeah, that just bothered me when I heard that today. I'm thinking, what are they talking about? It's like I was hearing the podcast, but I wasn't understanding what they were saying. I'm thinking there's no way they was gonna make that a bill. They was gonna pass a law on that.
Yeah, they were. It
to make black women go take care of white women's children.
Yep.
Those are your children.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. That was in my spirit. I had
Les is in here.
Hey, Les.
Okay, he said most white children up until the 40s and 50s had black mammies, which is true. Which is true, because my grandmother was one.
Yeah, mine
for a little while.
Well, now
if they came from affluent families, especially in the South, yes, he's absolutely right, because my grandmother was one.
Yeah, my aunt was. Yeah. Yeah. But the point I'm trying to make is, like, my kid is at home by themselves, and I have to leave my family, leave my children. Oh my God, that's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I can't even imagine how that made the black mother feel, or make them understand, like, I have to make a decision where I have to leave my family, go take care of another family. If not, I have a chance of going to jail for years, and my husband's already at war. So that means that the children have a chance of possibly losing both their parents because of a bill or a law that was passed insanely.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
I don't get it.
Exactly.
But anyway, that was in my spirit. Okay, you ready to talk about today's show, part 2?
Let's get at it.
Critical race theory.
Critical race theory. Now, the reason why I want to revisit this topic is because of the fact that, number one, we didn't really get a chance to really go in on it last week. Okay, and number two, there's a whole bunch of states, and one state in particular, Florida, which is the very first state, they have told the school board that they don't have to teach critical race theory.
Correct.
Now, I have a problem with that. And the reason why I do, and it's mostly white people. I mean, there are some black ones that, they cooned out. They don't want critical race theory taught in the schools and whatnot. They don't want their children to know about their history and whatnot, which I think is stupid.
Yeah, 22 different states are planning a protest, so they won't be. Yeah.
Exactly. And a few of them have already passed that. Florida, one of them. Florida's one of them.
Yeah. Arkansas.
Well, I'm not surprised. It's going to be mostly southern states.
Oklahoma.
Oh, yeah. Ass backwards ass Oklahoma. Oklahoma.
Is it that bad that your kid learn a different oh my God, Lord.
Well, the whole thing about critical race theory, and I said this last week on last week's show, I don't like the word theory in it because it's basically just teaching black history, and they don't want black history being taught in the schools. Because and you should hear some of the BS reasons that they don't want critical race theory being taught in the schools.
Yeah, I read, make the kids feel uncomfortable.
Exactly.
Embarrassed that they're not black,
or embarrassed that they are black.
What they ancestors did.
Yeah,
no, that's
it's a whole guilt complex.
Crap,
it's a whole white guilt complex.
Yeah. In theory, why they use the word theory? It's a fact.
Yeah, it either happened or it didn't. One of the two.
I mean,
so there is no in between. It either happened or it didn't.
It's just like I'm a little pregnant. No, either you pregnant
or you're not.
You're not.
Which one is it?
Yeah.
So.
But would it be that bad if little Janie or little Susie learn about Harriet Tubman?
No.
Would it be bad if little Jessica or little Mark learn about George Floyd? What would that do to their psyche as children? That's just like learning about George Washington cut down a cherry tree.
Right.
Was it a cherry tree?
Yeah, it's a cherry tree. Which we all know was a lie now. That was a myth. That was a myth.
Susan B. Anthony sold the flag,
Betsy Ross, baby.
Betsy, see, I don't even know.
She didn't even sew the flag. I
know it was her maid or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, she didn't sew shit. She took credit for it.
You need to know just like me. We all need to need those ducks. We need to know those ducks in a row. So it's like, come on. I don't think it's nothing wrong with knowing all of the history. Just don't know one side of it.
Exactly, and that's pretty much what's being taught in schools to hold them from the time that from the time we're in the first grade up until we graduate high school.
Right.
We're taught one side of history, and it's very, very whitewashed.
Yeah.
Another book get ready to come out with lies my teacher told me. It talks about this very same thing. So, and history being taught in the United States has been literally been whitewashed.
Unbelievable.
It's very unbelievable. It's unfathomable, man, that people are actually believing this bull crap, but they have their quote unquote reasons for not wanting to be taught critical race theory.
Yeah. But my thing I want to also allude to on this episode, why is it such a big deal now in politics? That's all you hear in politics now. So many congressmen and congresswomen are just up speaking on it and trying to put their point across. I'm thinking you coming off looking like buffoons, really.
It's called white guilt.
Come on.
That's pretty much what it is. It's called white guilt. And then again, you got the black ones out there, the coons out there. They don't want, you're going to piss off white folks.
Okay.
You don't want to piss off the white folks now.
Okay.
And I don't give a damn about pissing off white folks. That's my job.
Yeah, right.
Okay. I'll piss them off. I don't care.
Okay. I just think it's going to give you a different way to look at things because critical race theory, I don't agree with that title, first of all. But
yeah, because it's not a theory.
It's just like,
it didn't.
Racism is pretty much an ordinary thing.
Racism is like a religion to white people.
I mean, it's like, it is what it is.
Yeah, it's like a religion to them. It's the biggest, most powerful religion right now in the world. Racism.
And I don't understand why people are having a hard time understanding it. Why is it such a big deal in education? Why is it such a big deal in politics? Why is it such a big deal now? It's been going on for the 400 plus years we've been here.
Exactly.
So why now? Why is this? This is what I was just saying a minute ago. Why is all this coming up now? I mean, I know eventually we had to talk about it.
Exactly.
But why all of this getting bombarded right now in 2021? You didn't think it was relevant in 1995?
It was relevant in 1955.
1855.
It was relevant. It was relevant in 1855.
So I'm like, okay. And some of the theory, like I said earlier, some of the theories some of these people are coming up with, it's like, we all were created equal.
No, we weren't.
The Declaration of Independence is all for us, all for one. No,
it's all for white people.
Right.
White men, to be more specific.
But they said with such conviction that they really believed that.
Yeah.
And at that time, we were slaves.
Exactly. When the Declaration of Independence had been written, black people were in chains. Mm-hmm. We had no input in that bill. Mm-hmm. None whatsoever. They didn't ask us shit. They asked us nothing. Let
me go down here and ask Kunta, do he mind if, I don't remember them ever saying that.
Exactly. You won't ever, and you won't, because it never happened.
Come on. I mean, I'm laughing, but it's not funny at all. It's really, again, utterly ridiculous.
I agree with you.
Utterly ridiculous.
I agree with you.
And no, we're not all created equal. No, it's not all on the same page. No, it is still racism has been going on forever.
Yep.
I appreciate them talking about it now, but a lot of these senators and congressmen and congresswomen, they really, they trying to keep it out of school. And I can say I'm one, just like I just missed there who did the flag. A lot of us need to go back and learn some things.
I agree, which is why I put out those books. Those books that I put out today are all history books. Every single last one of them. Definitely. I have more, but those are the ones that, I thought would, people would get a jump start on a whole bunch of different stuff if they read those books, because those are just a jump off point.
Right.
There's a whole lot. Trust me. You can ask this lady that's sitting across from me right now. I have a whole lot more books.
Oh yeah.
Other than those.
Definitely. Oh yeah.
A whole lot more. So that's just a jump off point. Wow.
But what can we do though? I mean, what could be? Give me like 2 components that we can reiterate now that justify critical race theory. I can't think of anything
that would justify not teaching it.
Not teaching it, yes.
There isn't one.
Exactly. I can't think of. That's why I only asked for 2, because I can't even think of one.
I can't think of one myself. I mean, because the only thing I could think of is that I'm white and I say so rule. You know how, and I say that I'm white and I say so rule because you know how back in the day when you go to the store and you ask your mama, can you get something? And she says no, and you say why? What your mama always say?
Because I said so.
Exactly.
And don't ask me again before I knock you down this aisle.
Hello.
And don't hit that buggy on the back of my feet. I mean, let's just keep it real. That's what my mom used to say. Ask me again. But now we got the speech before we even got the car.
Exactly.
Don't come in here asking for shit, touching shit, looking at shit.
Cause you ain't getting shit.
Hello. Baby, we heard that just about, unless we were going there and get some of them, you go, hey, I'm just going to tell a story. We weren't always rich.
Exactly.
We ain't never been rich.
Nope.
But the supermarket used to sell tennis shoes on the frozen food aisle.
Come on now.
And so only time we were going there, she told me, okay, we finna go ahead and get y'all some shoes. You getting 1 pair. Mm-hmm. That's the only one. But I wanted some name brand cereal too, but we got the one that come in the big bag.
Oh yeah.
We didn't get the one that come in the cute little box with the little toucan Sam on the front of it.
I ain't gonna lie.
You know what I'm saying?
Now I ain't gonna lie. I still buy that cereal in that bag.
I know. Yeah, you do. You sure
yes,
do. I ain't trying to put you on bad slave. I love you to death. You know I do. But yeah, he does. he does. And I'm like, okay, can we not get some Frosted Flakes with Tony the Tiger on it?
But anyway,
yeah, it's like, we just
that's pretty much what it is in a nutshell. We joking around, but still,
it's serious, guys.
But really though, that whole critical race theory thing, man. I'm getting ready to open these phone lines up, but I already know, Les. I know you got a lot to say about this, brother. Please, I want to hear your insight.
So you too, Marvin. Haven't heard from you too.
Yeah, both of y'all, man. Call in, man. The lines are open right now, so give them the number, babe.
Because I do agree that the race is critical, but the theory, they can mess you with the theory.
Exactly.
I don't believe in the theory. I believe in the race part. I mean the critical part, because it is critical. You know, put me on the spot. Okay, podcast number 469-638-3459.
That's it.
469-638-3459.
Yeah, buddy.
Definitely like to hear everybody's different opinion. Anything else you want to speak on? Something we probably possibly have missed that you've heard is happening in your town, or you would like to expand on? Please call us and let us know. But yeah, critical race theory. So
Yeah. Like I
so
said.
if you had children, would you go up to the school and go up to the school board meetings and fight to have it taught in your child's school?
Nope.
Really?
'Cause I teach critical race theory in my house.
Ooh, bingo. There you go. Give that man a gold star.
Hello.
That we always say it has to start at home. You right.
It's always got to start at home, man. Because like people have to understand. We can't just allow the school just to teach our children. We have to teach our children as well.
Yeah.
Because our children are going to look at us before they look at their teachers anyway.
That's right.
That's just the way it is.
We had this conversation with Roxanne last week. It's about how you send your kids to school 7-8 hours a day, but a teacher can only do so much. They have all these different personalities sitting up in the classroom.
Oh man, yeah.
And you got to make sure this one get this one. Cause like I was saying, when I was in school, they pretty much had us take tests to know where we are. Philosophy. Oh, we got a call coming in.
You already know who it is.
Yes.
Yeah. Soul brother.
What's going on?
Where you been? I've missed you.
Y'all be having. Well, now that we're back on Wednesdays,
Yeah.
I know where to go now. Yeah. I've just been out and about.
Okay, well, good. I've been wanting to hear what you have to say about a lot of stuff that's going on. So much has been going on. So the floor is yours, sir.
Yes, indeed.
All right, yeah. Just give me a second to put my glasses on. That's a second. All right. Let me see. I'm going to be quick tonight because I got to take a class here in a few minutes.
All right. Okay.
Not one that I want to take. Reasonable suspicion so we can... And drug testing or some crap.
Oh, damn.
I want to take, but... And I waited till the last minute.
It happens, Les. It happens.
Yeah. Let me see. Okay, y'all started with Monique.
Yeah.
I don't see nothing wrong with what she said.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I don't see it's no different than us telling these boys to pull their pants up.
Come on now. Say that.
Uh-huh.
There is no difference. They take it how they want to take it, but it is what it is.
There you go.
Pull your pants up. They
Yep.
take them bonnets or whatever the hell they want to call them off their head. I mean, it's all about. And if you look at pictures, all you have to do is look at pictures. Back in the day of black folk, when they went anywhere, they were sharp.
Yes.
Sharp as a tack.
From the head to the toe. Yes. Mm-hmm.
If they left that house, they were sharp. And
Exactly.
and you can look at as the generations progress, the less sharper they got.
Yes.
So now, it is what it is. But like I said, I agree with the 100%. Hey, you walk out that house, you represent.
That's right.
Now, Juneteenth.
Well, Les, you're in Alabama, right? Do they celebrate it down there?
I'm about to get to that.
Oh, okay. So I'm sorry. Let me shut up. Okay, go ahead.
I'm about to get to that. They do celebrate Juneteenth. However, that's just one of many. I say one of a few holidays that the black folks celebrate in this area. When I first got to Alabama, it caught me by surprise because when I first got here, I was in the barbershop.
Okay.
And they were sitting there talking about, you know how the barbershop is. They were sitting there talking about things that for the upcoming weekends, what everybody's going to do. And YouTube don't flag this, but it's like, yeah, next weekend is nigga day.
Well, that's what they call it. Yeah.
I'm like, but this wasn't Juneteenth.
Oh.
No, this is, as a matter of fact, this it's coming up in the Juneteenth is this weekend. Then they got Nigga Day coming up in a couple more weekends.
What day is
I'm gonna
that?
have to look that up,
For
Les. This
real?
nigga day. Wow.
Yeah, this was, and that's what black folks call it anyway. And I'm like, and we were talking about this at the job today. They was like, and I was like, I had never heard of it. They was like, well, we've been doing it since God knows how long. And I was like, well, what is Nigga Day? And it ain't. It's Alabama, Georgia, and this is the black community.
Mm-hmm.
And the way they were explaining to me, they really didn't know the origins. They just knew it happened every year. And the theory is to celebrate the Emancipation Proclamation
Mm-hmm.
Ah.
when it happened locally.
Ah. Okay.
Oh, okay, not
Juneteenth,
nationally.
Juneteenth was
Okay.
particular to Texas as far as why they celebrated. That was particular to those last ones finding out about it in Texas.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But that didn't necessarily apply. Juneteenth, actually, that was a local phenomenon that just kind of spread.
Okay.
But other areas of the country, particularly in the South, had their own days,
Yeah.
which I'm finding out was referred to as Nigger Day.
Oh
Wow.
my God, I had never
Wow.
heard
I
that.
never. This is the first time I've ever heard of this,
Me
Les.
too. I've
Really,
never
the
heard
very
that.
first time I've ever heard of nigga day. Wow.
Yeah, yeah, I hadn't heard of it until about 20 years ago.
Wow.
But it's been ongoing here. Like I heard of it 20 years ago. It was an old thing here. They
Oh,
do it every year. Don't even think about it. They gonna do it.
oh, okay.
Well,
And
is it
then
recognized by the like your local officials?
ah,
Is it like a big thing, or is it just
that that was my question too. I asked that question today because it's really confined to black folks. Because I asked
mm-hmm.
them, I was like, I've never been. I was like, I'm not going to call Nigger Day.
Exactly.
That was my thought process. And like I said, we had this discussion today. I said, so what do white folks say when y'all celebrate Nigger Day?
Mm-hmm.
It's like, ain't nothing there. So we don't know what they say.
Wow. Wow.
But when I say it's a big event, I mean it's a big community thing, but a black community thing. Yeah,
Wow.
Wow.
that shit caught me. Like I said, I'm still researching that one. I'm gonna do some thorough research, but I was asking about it today. It's like, what in the? I've never been. I may have to take it on myself to
Go down there
go
and
to
check
one.
that
But
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Check that out, Les, because I'm kind of curious myself,
Go,
man.
go.
Because I never. This is the first time
Never.
I've ever heard of this.
Me
Is you
too.
talking about this right now? This is the first I've ever heard of it.
Me too. Yeah.
yeah, like I said, I hadn't heard of it until I made it to Alabama, but in this area, it's an Alabama Georgia thing,
Alabama,
and
Georgia.
also there's a big event that happens, and I don't know the month, but I heard about this some years back. The foot wash,
Huh?
and that's a big black event that happens. Uh, I mean, I imagine you could Google this one. I believe it's like the border of Alabama, Mississippi.
Okay.
But and how I heard of the foot wash, I actually heard of this one from a guy Russell was dating. And he's like, man, he asked me where I was living. I told him Alabama. Oh man, you need to come to the foot wash. I'm like, what? Who? He said it's a big event, and it's out in an open field, and you got black people come from miles and miles around. It's just a big party, and I don't know what the origin is, but once I got up here and got to asking people about it, Oh yeah, foot wash is a big thing with you, but you have to drive a couple hundred miles. But they say, man, they got so many celebrations that black people have off in the cut that a bunch of little southern traditions that I didn't know anything about. But the foot wash is one of the bigger ones.
Oh, okay.
So if you Google that, you'll find it. But it's well, they say hundreds to thousands of people show up for a foot wash. And
Well,
it's just a
I Googled it, but
gathering
they
of
say it's
black
like a
people.
Catholic church thing, but you're saying it's more for black people.
No, I'm talking. Yeah, I'm talking the one for black people. Yeah,
Wow. I'm going
I
to do
don't
some
think
more
there's any
research on
actual
that.
foot washing going on.
I might have to check that out, Les, because that's the
Yeah.
first I've ever heard of something
Me
like that. The
too.
foot wash. Wow.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
called a foot wash.
Okay, I'm going to definitely check that out.
Yeah, and I'll do some more research on it and see what I can find out. But yeah, matter of fact, the guy that I worked with, he and I were in the military at the same time, and he said he came home on leave one time with one of his friends and went to the foot wash.
Okay.
He said he had never seen anything like it. That many black people got together out in open field, food, dance, no problems. Just black people got together and had a good time.
Wow.
Okay.
Yeah. So like I say, there's a whole bunch of little traditions that are, I guess, confined to the South
Hmm.
that I grew up not knowing anything about.
Mm-hmm.
Up until, I say, recent history in the last 15, 20 years. Now, back to Juneteenth.
Okay.
My question with that is, are the companies going to recognize it?
That's an even
The
better
private
question.
companies.
That's an even better question. That's an even better question.
Well, what I heard on the news today, they're supposed to get it. Get it. They're supposed to observe it the same way they do MLK Day. So I think
Well,
it's going to be like a
but
paid day off, and like federal buildings are going to be closed.
but like my company, the one I work for,
Right.
they don't recognize MLK Day
Yeah, mine.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine didn't either.
as
Yeah.
a paid holiday.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
However, the company we're contracted to does.
Uh-huh.
So I don't have to work on that day.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm on salary, so it don't matter. But my hourly people don't get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So that is kind of where they make the point. You can make anything a federal holiday,
Right.
Yeah, you can. You're absolutely right.
but or the private entity is going to recognize, because that's how they show their support.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 times out of 10, Les, they probably won't.
Exactly. Especially something like
Probably
that.
won't.
Yeah, that's going to increase their
Right.
payroll revenue. So probably not. Probably won't.
Yep.
Yeah.
hmm Now, let me move on quick. That little 6-year-old.
Oh.
I see. I got a 6-year-old,
Mm.
and I don't even want to imagine.
Les.
Talk about it. Go. Let them talk about it. Say it from your heart. Say it from your heart.
I don't even want to imagine.
Mm-hmm.
That cat would have made it to the jail.
Keep it 100, friend. Keep it 100. I'm telling you.
Les.
That's as simple as I can put it. He wouldn't have made it to the jail.
Les, let me tell you something, brother. I was saying that very same thing. When I first heard this story, the first thing I thought was he better be glad it wasn't my child, because he wouldn't have made it out of his front yard.
Yeah, no, that my mind, I can't imagine. I'm still trying to figure out how it worked out the way it did.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure that out myself, Les.
Yep. $10,000 cash bond. Come on.
Yeah, that was just that was foul on so many levels, man. You don't shoot a child, man. Come on. I mean, that's just like
I'm gonna leave that one alone, because we all know how that works.
exactly. And I'm just gonna reiterate that. We can move on to the next subject.
Yeah.
But now, Les, you already know how many times have we ridden horses in people's yards and stuff like that, and nothing
Man.
happened to us.
No, I mean I can't. And not only did nothing happen to us, nothing better had happened to us.
Of course not.
Other than get out my yard.
That's
If
it.
you didn't want me in your yard, that better be the extent of it.
That's it.
Yes,
And
sir.
my horse take a shit in the yard, you just got shit in your yard.
Yep.
But yeah, man, I can't wrap my head around.
That's what I'm saying. Do
How that
y'all
dude-
think that's race, or was he just an angry neighbor because they've gotten into it before? That's what I'm saying. I don't know if you can pull the race card, but to me, yeah, I could. I think it's race related. I really do.
Well, I'm gonna say it like this. Even if it wasn't race, you shot a 6-year-old.
Yep.
A
I
child.
Just
don't
the
give a
empathy.
damn what race you are.
Thank you. That's exactly
There's
it.
gonna be some consequences.
That's exactly it. That's exactly it. You couldn't have said it better, brother.
Yeah,
That-
that's like I said. It's hard for me to wrap my mind around that
Yeah.
one. Actually, I'm thinking right now, if somebody's 6-year-old came by, rode up, and if I wanted them in my yard or not, that's a 6-year-old.
Right.
Yeah.
6-year-olds do what 6-year-olds do,
Thank you.
and at 6 years old, they just riding the bike. That's damn near the funnest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Exactly my point. Unless you already know,
So,
6-year-olds got the attention span of what, 6 seconds, if that?
right. Yeah, man. I'm sitting here getting mad just thinking about
I
that.
know. That's why when I first saw that story, I said, we're going to have to talk about this one on the show because this is unbelievable.
Yep.
Unbelievable.
Mhm.
Where's your empathy?
Actually, yeah, I don't know where it was, but couldn't have been. Not only couldn't have been mine, it couldn't have been. If it was somebody else, he still was gonna suffer some consequences.
Oh, no doubt about it.
But if it's mine, I'm gonna kill him. There you go straight out there.
Come on now.
I'm gonna have to take him out.
Exactly. Exactly.
We're not even
That's
gonna have a conversation about it.
that's my view. That's my view. That's my whole view right there.
Yeah, let me get off of that before blood pressure go up. Now the black valedictorian and salutatorian that they tried to do they did do the co-salutatorian stuff, didn't they?
Yep.
That happened to my daughter 2 years ago.
Really?
They tried to do it, and she was the first black salutatorian at her school, and everybody knew it. Everybody knew it coming up to the time for them to officially say what was going on. Right at the last minute, they tried to change the way they calculated the scores.
Right.
And all the black folks got caught wind of what they were trying to do. And they were just sitting back waiting on them, and they unofficially had done it. Okay, we're going to change the way we're doing it now. AP classes don't count for more than da-da-da-da-da. And this, that, and the other, so this person may very well. They just kind of floated it out there. So black folks started raising hell in the background, letting them know what's going to happen if you implement this. And they backed off on it. So it didn't happen. But the next year, and like I say, and this black people be tracking. They be tracking this stuff.
Yep.
Next year, they've been knowing 2 years ahead of time. Okay, these black kids are ahead of the pack. These black kids, and this should be the salutatory, and this should be the next year is the black valedictorian.
Right.
Oh, they tried the same thing with her.
Wow.
And my daughter had told me the year before they're gonna try the same thing with what I can't even remember her name. They're gonna try the same thing next year, and we know she's gonna be the valedictorian.
Yep.
But they tried to do the same thing again. So it's nothing new. But if they know there aren't going to be consequences when they do it, See, the consequences was gonna be black people was gearing up when they heard they were trying to do it. They was gearing up to go in mass and talk to these and show up on these people's front door.
Mm-hmm.
And you're gonna have to do some explaining why you've been calculating this way for the last damn near 100 years. All of a sudden, this year you want to calculate different.
Exactly.
Yeah, they weren't ready for it.
Hmm.
So like I say it's nothing new, but if we let it happen, it's gonna happen.
Right.
Exactly.
Like I said, they changed the rules. It's their game. They changed the rules to fit how they want to play
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
and who they want to win. They want them to win every time.
Of course.
That's it. Oh yeah, get my glasses back on. Oh, it's talking about the amendments and the law that they almost passed.
Yep.
Making it illegal for black women to take care of their children instead of
Right.
you know.
Yeah.
And that was a northern thing.
Yeah, it was. It was a northern thing. A lot of
Yeah.
people don't know that was a northern rule.
Yeah, I thought it was a something. I'm thinking
No,
that's
no.
up there, and they should know better up there.
Nah, that was a northern rule. See, one thing you have to understand
You think about it in the South, they were already slaves.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that was a northern thing, and that's what most people from the North, most people think that is the least racial animosity in the North. No, it's just as racist.
just as racist, if not
If
more so.
not more.
If not more so, because
Right.
they try to keep it hidden.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the North is something else. The only thing they had going for them was you had the Southern iteration of what they call Christianity, and then you had the Northern iteration, which was probably as close to it as a white person can get.
Exactly.
So they had those groups that really didn't care what the law said. It wasn't the people that wrote the laws. It was those people like the Quakers and whatnot that opposed slavery for religious reasons.
Yeah.
That kind of kept things at bay. And then you had more free black educated people
Yep.
up north.
Yep.
So it was but as far as just that white Anglo-Saxon Protestant male, they're the same North and South.
Exactly.
Always have been, always will be.
Yep.
The system's geared for them to protect them by them.
Exactly. It's in the words of Paul Mooney, what a small white world.
All right. Now, critical race theory.
All right, the big enchilada.
It's nothing new. Will never be taught. Never has been taught, and they're not afraid of. I guess we had to put things into perspective. What we're seeing now is I call it the boomerang of 400 years of bullshit coming back on them.
Exactly.
It's coming back, and some things you can't stop. You can't stop what is going to happen on a cosmic level. You can try.
Oh no.
But you can't stop it.
No, you can't.
Critical race theory, that's just a bunch of, that's just a catchphrase. In my opinion, it's never going to be a curriculum in the schools.
I agree.
And it's not that they're too concerned about it being taught to black people, because we can teach our kids all day long.
There you go.
Concern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't want these little white kids to hear about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's where I was getting at.
Then you start changing the mindset of your future power structure.
Yeah. And that's what they don't want.
They don't want that. If you start teaching critical race theory, which to me, let's throw that name out the window. If you start teaching the complete history of the United States of America, then you have to teach what they're calling critical race theory. You're going to teach the complete history, not that whitewash history we were taught, or they're still teaching. They don't want to teach the complete history because then somebody's going to have to question, okay, teaching the complete history, you get more whys.
Yeah.
Well, why?
More questions.
Why did they do this?
Why?
What was the mindset? Right. And then you come up with the conclusion, oh, y'all kind of fucked up in the head.
Ain't that it?
You know, that's the only logical conclusion you
That
can come
part. That's the part. Yes, sir. Good. That's a good way of looking at it. Yes. Well, I didn't even think about it like that.
to. Yeah, I mean, but to me, that's the only logical conclusion you can come up with, and you're not going to teach that.
Right.
You're not going to teach that to little white kids because that makes their ancestors a bunch of, well, it makes them what they were.
Yeah.
You know, it makes them what they were, and they don't want it to be known what they truly were. Right now, they're heroes.
Exactly. It's kind of like Neely Fuller said, you know, in the compensatory counter racist code, man. White supremacy likes to control both sides of the argument. So as long as they control both sides of the argument, they can put their narrative out there, and no matter what, it's going to be them that wins.
Right.
So.
Right now, if you have smart teachers, you can teach anything you want to.
Right.
Yep.
Make sure you don't have no phones in the classroom.
Yep.
Well, I think
And
that
it's
happened,
just
though. I
smart.
think that happened, Les, and then that Florida dad, he saw his child's homework, and he was like, "What is it?" He said, "This is what my teacher taught me today." And he got upset and went to the school and ended up pulling his child out of school because he saw that's what her teacher taught them that day, and he was offended.
And here's where I'm going with this. I said, if you have smart teachers, there is no homework, there is no notes.
No. I get you. No paper trail. I get you.
No paper trail whatsoever.
Yeah.
Because I can honestly.
So, and if you remember what I'm teaching, that, you know, and this is, if you remember what I'm teaching, you don't have a paper trail, no notes, no phone, nothing like that, and you remember what I'm teaching you, then I've done my job.
That's true.
Right.
You right about that.
And I'm going to maintain plausible deniability.
Yep.
Is that what they think I taught them?
Exactly.
Is that how they took it?
Right.
I got you. Okay. Nice. Very nice.
There's a workaround anything.
Oh yeah.
You can teach what you want to teach.
Yep.
You know, like I say, we just got to get smart teachers in the classroom.
I agree with you on that, Les. I
mean, they got to be honest and keep with the curriculum of the school board. Yeah, you're right. They got to find a way to teach it anyway. Yeah,
yep.
I get you. I get you.
And you can stick with the curriculum and still teach what you need to teach.
Yep.
You know, there's a way to do it if you want to do it.
Oh yeah, there's always a way. It's more as the old folks would say, there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Right.
And right now, what they're scared of the black power swing. And if you take politics out of it, the politics is just
absurd.
It's absurd. But on the grassroots level, you got more people that are aware of this system and how it's operating now than you ever had, and that don't mind confrontation.
Exactly.
And that's scary to them. So, and if you start officially teaching something like critical race theory, it gets even more scarier.
Exactly.
Because these little kids now, and these jokers, I thought hell, I thought I was smart.
Man, Les, you ain't
These
kidding.
little jokers now soaking it up.
Oh my God, they're like sponges,
Like
man.
sponges, that's right. That is so true. That's why I said we got to watch what we do and say right now because they'll retain it faster than we
Oh yeah,
did.
oh yeah.
And I get asked some questions now that I wouldn't have thought to ask at
Right.
Precisely.
6 through 12 years old. Matter of
Right.
fact, not only would I not have thought to ask it, back then, and I'm still sort of that way, but back then, we were meant to be seen, not heard. Y'all know how we were
Right.
raised.
Precisely. That's just that's
Right.
exactly it.
But a curious mind has to be fed.
Yes, it does.
So, and the way we fed ours was picked up a book.
Yep.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Now, but these kids got access to the internet, and they don't mind asking the hard questions at an early age.
And they will do it
And-
too.
And one of the problems we have is parents can't answer the hard questions.
Right.
That's exactly it.
That's true. Because they don't
If
know.
we can, right? So critical, and Reggie said it. He said it best. I teach my kids critical race theory. That's where it's going to be taught.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna be taught no
Like I
matter what.
say,
I'm gonna teach them no matter
What
what.
they're afraid of is somebody teaching theirs.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the big fear. Like I say, they've always been the heroes in the books. But if you teach, I hate that term, critical race theory, but if you teach the complete history, the true and complete history, like the only logical conclusion were they were some pretty messed up people.
Yeah, they were actually some cowards, man. That's what they were.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I'm trying to be polite. I got some small ears around here.
I get you,
They
man.
were they were some pretty messed up people.
No doubt.
And and that's where we are. I ain't saying I'm here in Alabama, man. I tell you, I don't know what's in the air, but there's something brewing here in this region. It's just in the air. And this is like the quiet before the storm.
Oh man, be on your p's and q's, bro.
Wow.
Oh yeah, man. Head on the swivel.
No doubt.
Head on the swivel. Hand ready.
There you go. You got that thing on you. As long as you got the thing, you all right.
Oh yeah, I got to the
Locked
point
and
now.
loaded.
It's got to be within arm's reach.
Exactly.
Wow.
Even, and it's to the point now to where I don't know anywhere that, to include the job, I don't know anywhere that it has to be close by because these people are crazy.
Yeah.
You ain't lying.
And you look at the news. I very seldom do, but I do a lot of reading. These people walking into Walmart, walking into different jobs, and you don't know what
Mass shootings.
people off now.
I used to be a big proponent against guns, but so much is going on. Like I was telling him, we went to a gun show, and
Yep.
now I'm like, maybe I do need to go take a gun class, and because I got to protect myself as well because people are crazy.
Well, I can tell you right now, Les can back me up. When we was growing up, we always had guns in the house. So
Oh yeah.
I know Big Les had guns in the house. I know that for a fact. So
Oh yeah. If you pull up to his house right now, you gonna see some.
exactly my point. So, and my grandfather had guns and he showed us how to use them. He said, if I ain't here and something pops off, here's a gun right here. You shoot first and ask questions later. So,
That's it.
and that's how we were taught. So that's just the way it was back then. So, for me to have a gun in the house is really nothing new to Les either, because we grew up with guns in the house in the country.
Right.
So it wasn't that big of a deal.
Well, let me get off track for a minute. I want to get your thoughts. If you've been a serviceman, what do you think about this new law they're passing? Like, you don't have to have a permit to obtain a gun now. Do you think that's a good idea? Or is this going to be an okay corral around here?
I don't think it matters
Mm.
because if you wanted a gun, you could have had a gun anyway.
Right. Without the
And-
permit, yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And those, the law is for people that want to obey it.
Right.
It's just like a locked door. If I'm gonna break in your house, it don't matter if you got a lock on or not.
Right.
lock on the door or not. I'm breaking in. If I had to break a window, same thing with a gun. If my intent is to do harm and not be defensive, if my intent is to be offensive and do harm, I'm gonna go get a gun somewhere.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
The law, and the only thing that perplexes me about that is what they're doing is, and this is the perplexing part, because those laws were primarily put in place to lock us up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You
Exactly.
know, I'm talking
Mm-hmm.
about,
You're
the
right.
laws of you go buy a gun, because a lot of us were felons,
Mm-hmm.
so we didn't
Couldn't
have
attain
access
one.
to the gun.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or they made it, they priced them out of a range to where you didn't have access. You just couldn't go to a gun store and get a gun, or if they saw you at a gun show. Now, like I said, that's the perplexing part of it. They're making it so easy
Mm-hmm.
to get a gun now. Why? And I don't think it's but then again, it could be that Wild Wild West mentality, because if
Mm-hmm.
we go back to what's on TV and da 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 da, well, these young kids now are killing each other pretty damn fast
They sure
Yep.
are.
with
They don't
guns.
fight no more like we used to. They don't fight. They shoot.
Right.
Yep.
They
So
shoot.
that may be part of their thinking. The more guns we give them, the quicker they kill themselves.
That's what I was thinking.
You know what? That's a good way of looking at it.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good way of looking at it. I just see it like that. Personally, I saw it as like, no, that's just it's already open season on black people anyway.
But if we kill ourselves,
Right. That's pretty. Yeah. Yeah.
And
That's
then we
that's a
kill
good point.
ourselves, and then they got you know free reign to kill us too.
right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a double-edged sword. They can kill us, and we gonna kill us too.
Right.
That's true.
So yeah, it's now that somehow we always end up back to this. A lot of that falls on us training these kids now.
Yes.
All
Parents.
mine know to respect guns, but then you got a lot of them that the media portrays one thing, these video games portray one thing,
Yep.
and
Yep.
that's how. Which brings me to I know y'all saw on the news or read about these two little white kids.
Oh man, yeah. We talked about that last week.
Oh, the 14 on the 13. Yeah.
Yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that's
He said, "Oh
I got
Lord."
one. Yeah, I got one of my youngins acting crazy over here. But that's that double standard.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Because you had the sheriff actually out there making excuses for them.
Yep.
You know what?
Sure
you know.
did.
You know
He
what?
sure
Last
did.
and we talked about this last week. We said that if that had been one of us, if they would have had that.
Yeah.
If they would have had that melanin a little bit higher in their skin, and their hair would have been a little bit kinked up,
No patience, no empathy, no nothing.
pop, pop, pop goes a line,
yeah.
and down they go.
That's right. Like
Yeah.
bowling balls.
2-minute interview. Sheriff would have put out a 2-minute statement. We waiting on autopsy. That would have been the
That
end
would
of
have
that.
been it.
That would have been it.
Open and close.
That would have been it.
You are so right.
Now, this is I gotta go back to last week when you had Roxanne on.
Yeah.
You know I had 1,000 questions for her.
I know you did.
I still got 1,000. We need to get us on at the same time.
Ooh, that'll be a nice show.
You know what?
Let's do that
I'm
next
going to make
week.
that happen. I'm going to
Yeah.
contact Roxanne and make that happen.
Yeah, because there's just I have some questions. I put it like that. I have to take some past comments and match them up with the present situation and see how that jives.
Oh, let's do that next Wednesday.
Yeah, I can set that up, Les.
Yeah.
I'll set that up.
Next Wednesday, well, I will probably be. I'm gonna be on my way to Oklahoma next Wednesday, so I might be able to do it. I might be on the road. Depends on what time it is.
Are you going to Oklahoma next Wednesday? You gonna be at?
Yeah, I'll be on my.
You gonna be at that weekend?
Yeah, I'll be. I'm gonna get there Wednesday, and I should be there from Wednesday through Sunday. Yeah.
Oh, we might come out there and check you out, Les. You gonna be at Miss Deborah's house?
I either be at Mama's house. You know what Daddy's house is?
No, I don't know what Big Les's house is. Where's his house at?
You know where the high school is in the former.
Yeah.
Okay, if you drive right by the high school, make that left at the high school, come right up, come to the stop sign, go past that stop sign, probably 100 yards. His house will be out there on the left.
Okay. I know where he's at.
Yeah, that's I either be one of those two places. Yeah.
All right.
And trying to think, because like I said, once I get down there, once I hit New Boston,
yeah,
it's like I went to outer space or something. No cell service.
Yeah.
Trust me, we know.
Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
We know all too well.
Once we cross that bridge in Arkansas, it's all over.
Yep.
So yeah, but that's where I be. I'm very seldom anywhere else but those two places. I go down to just relax. So,
hey.
Yeah, that's where I be. But Wednesday or whenever we can get Roxanne, yeah. We're gonna have to have a talk.
Okay. All right. Definitely. I can make that happen, Les. I can make that happen.
And I'm gonna tell you, I have to go ahead and put it out there. You can't try and pass and then use melanin as an excuse.
Oh.
Well.
Bomb drop.
Boom.
Bomb drop.
All right now. Okay.
And I want to address that. And how do you balance being? And I have to throw politics in. How do you balance being a Trump supporter with? I'm gonna throw it all in there. I'm gonna throw it in the mix. Yeah, Oklahoma is Oklahoma. It ain't never changed.
Nope.
You can't straddle the fence.
No, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
And Roxanne is a staunch Trump supporter. We have had debates back and forth several times on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. And to just take her out of the mix for a second, what we see quite often with these different ethnic groups is I'm a minority when it's convenient.
You hit the nail on the head. You hit the nail on the head.
Bloop. Yeah.
That's a big bomb drop.
That's a lot of that going around.
And that's what I want to address. Yeah, and I listen to the whole, paper cut, Indian thing, et cetera. Well, most people claim whatever just for the benefits of that minority.
Hello.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Okay.
That's where the term $5 Indian comes from. But unless you ever know the history of the $5 Indian story.
Right.
See, a lot of times, before, if I haven't told you before, babe, what the $5 Indian story comes like this. Back when the Dawes Commission was first coming out, it was some white people that wanted some of those benefits of what the Indians was getting because they were getting land allotments and money. White folks wanted that too. So what they would do is they would go to the Dawes Commissioner, slip them $5 under the table, and say, "Okay, congratulations, you're a Cherokee. Here you go.
Oh, wow.
Congratulations, you're a Seminole. Here you go. Get some of that land, get some of that money." That's where the term $5 Indian comes from. So that's why you see so
their
many.
Their name appeared on the Dawes roll. Ain't nowhere in hell there was that many damn Indians.
Exactly my point. I mean, I ain't never seen so many blonde-haired, blue-eyed Indians in my life.
Right.
Wow.
But here's the kicker, and Lester can back me up on this one too. They will accept those Indians that ain't a bit more Indian than that laptop that you're looking at, but they wouldn't accept the black
reason
Indians.
they came with them. Yeah.
They wouldn't accept them.
Wow. And
That
those
was
the
a
Indians that
whole
came with
big-ass
the what was
lawsuit.
that?
The Trail of Tears.
The Trail of Tears. So they
Yeah.
won't accept them.
Right.
Wow. God, I love history. Oh my God.
Yep.
But why wouldn't they though? What was the question? Because they didn't have the $5, or was it what?
No,
Racism? What is it?
Just answered your own question.
Racism.
Just answered your own question.
Yeah. It goes back to the deal. I say we're talking Oklahoma, 5 civilized tribes.
Yep.
We've had this conversation. What made them civilized?
Yep. They started acting like white
Compared to
folks.
all the other tribes in the United States, they had to co-opt white folks' ways.
There you
that
go.
Was part of classifying them
As civilized. Exactly.
Oh, okay. They
Exactly.
Adapt to the okay.
That's how they got the term civilized.
Okay.
And they had to officially do this.
Yep. They had to get rid of all their old ways. They had to shun tradition. They had to adopt Christianity, a whole bunch of stuff.
Wow.
So yeah, that's how they got the term. Yep.
And I believe we've had this one, the last holdout, the very last holdout for the Confederacy.
Yep. Stan Waddy.
Choctaw.
The Choctaws. Yep.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yep.
The war was over and they still fight.
Yep.
That's how serious they took it.
They took it real serious. They weren't playing no games.
We fighting to the death, huh?
That's exactly how they thought too.
One of us gonna
And
live.
there is still that holdover down there. You don't just shake that shit off.
No, you don't.
And then you look at this is very recent where the and we'll basically call it what it was. The slaves that Cherokees brought with them.
Yep.
You know, the Cherokees came to a point and said, "Yeah, we know y'all been part of us all this time, intermarried, blah blah blah, but we're cutting y'all out of the system."
And that's exactly what happened.
What?
That's exactly what happened.
So this became a federal lawsuit that went up to the courts.
Yeah, because according to the Treaty of 1860,
Recent.
yeah, I know it, and then they're still fighting that law. Because according to the Cherokee Treaty of 1866, you know, because of the fact that they did intermarry into the tribe, they were supposed to get some of those land allotments and I think it was $100 at that time, get land allotments and plus $100, but they never did get it because they didn't want the black slaves to have any of that.
Wow.
They didn't want them to have it.
That is awful.
Yeah, Oklahoma got all kinds of twisted shit going
I
on.
see.
Yeah. Yeah, look up the Cherokee Treaty of 1866. Everything I just told you is the truth.
That is, oh my God. And you said that lawsuit is still pending and going on right now.
And the Cherokee tribe ain't the only one either. I mean, the Black Seminoles have been trying to get money for that for how long, Les?
Oh man, and that's the other thing. The Seminoles are the obvious black Indians.
Exactly.
There ain't no guessing.
No, there's no guessing whatsoever.
That's common knowledge, which makes it harder. We're talking in excess of 100 years.
Yeah. Yeah.
They came, the Seminoles were they were, you could say they were the opposite of all those, the 5 civilized tribes. You could say that was the one that wasn't civilized.
Yep.
It's always that one.
Yep.
You could say that was the one from the swamps in Florida all the way to Oklahoma. They didn't march on no Trail of Tears willingly.
They sure didn't. They fought to the death. They fought to the death.
fought.
Look up this man, John Horse. He was one of those leaders of those Cherokee bands and they're during the Seminole Wars. You know, so he was real heavy on that. Am I right, Les? Yep.
Wow. We done been through so much. Oh my God.
Exactly. And see, that's another reason why they don't want you to teach critical race theory, because everything that me and Les just taught is right there in history books. But they don't want you to hear that.
But they just skim over that.
And if you're gonna teach critical race theory, you gotta go back to Africa.
Oh my God, yeah. Like I said,
And work your way. You gotta do Chancellor Williams. You gotta work your way. All those authors that they don't want anybody to know about, you got
Chancellor.
to at least reference them.
Oh yeah, Chancellor Williams, Amos Wilson, Dr. John Hendrick Clark, John G. Jackson, J.A. Rogers. I
Dr.
mentioned
Ben.
him earlier. Yep.
Yeah, Dr. Ben.
Dr. Ben. Oh
you
yeah,
got
definitely
at least,
Dr. Yusuf Ben Yakin, definitely him.
Yeah, you got to at least reference them, and if you reference them, like I said, you sparking a kid's curiosity.
Yep.
Yeah, they gonna want to know
And
more.
once you do that, oh yeah, it's all over.
Yep.
You spark them kids' curiosity, they start seeing how, if you read Chancellor Williams,
Oh man.
it's gonna be over. Little white kid read Chancellor Williams. Little black kid too, but we don't, like I say, mine. It's in there on the desk, so they got access to it. So
Yep.
but you just put this on a little white kid's mind. You changing the dynamic right then.
Oh my God. Yeah. Oh
As
yeah.
long as they ain't got a parent like Shane
Thank you.
that'll take it and try and twist it.
Y'all be calling this man out.
Man, I'm telling you. You know what? Shane's a trip. I'm telling you, man. She is a trip.
Yeah.
He's a trip.
Is he still at it now, doing stuff now?
Well, he done calm down. He don't try too much mess with me unless when it comes to certain things, man. He's kind of quiet now because he knows that if he puts something out there, either I'm going to comment or Les is going to comment. So
We're gonna chop his head smooth off.
thank you.
I thought maybe he done come down because Trump is gone.
Oh no.
He just like that anyway.
Well, see, think
That
of
don't affect.
That don't matter.
no.
Because all he does is just use Biden as his foil.
Pretty much.
Something else to talk about, yeah.
Pretty much, but I'm not a Biden fan anyway. So whatever you say about Biden, I
Yeah.
don't care. So you can talk shit about him all you want.
Either, but that would give him an excuse to make his black
point.
point.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Shane is real good at tying anything to race.
Thank you. But then again, he says he's not a racist.
That
No,
is so sweet.
I
It
ain't talking
has to
about
be
it,
a
but
plan.
he was married to a black woman.
Yes, he was. He was married to a black woman. Yes, he was.
Yes.
Yes, he was. He had black children. Yes.
What?
Yep.
Oh my God, y'all
Yep.
are kidding me right now.
No, we're not making this up.
That's probably why they not together.
Well, I don't know about that, but I have my suppositions.
I have my theories too.
And if it pisses me off enough, I'm going to put him right there in his face.
And Les will too. And Les will too.
I've been somewhere polite. I've been on his ass, but I've still been polite.
Oh yeah. We cuss him deep.
Wow.
Oh yeah. He has to find other people to go food with because there was a point where he would tag us.
Yeah, it sure. Yeah, he would definitely tag. He would either tag me and tag Les, or tag us both in some of that bull crap he be putting up there.
Really?
Yep. Don't worry, I'll show you a picture of Shane in a minute.
Just start punching him in the mouth. He stopped tagging.
Yep, exactly.
Start attacking them.
He'll do little drive-bys on something we post real quick. Then we punch him in the mouth again. We won't see him for a while.
Yep, exactly.
He get off the road then.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead. Wow.
Yep.
And that's sad you have to do that, but you gotta let them know what you's talking.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah. I call him just flat out. Yeah, you racist. Yes, you are. We're not even gonna dance around it anymore.
It's the truth.
Call a spade a spade.
It's the truth. It's the truth.
Wow.
But what trips me out about Shane is this right here. He's always trying to equate Black Lives Matter to Antifa.
Oh,
that's that. Am I lying, Les?
No, that's what
That's
he's
not
trying to do.
even.
Nah,
No.
I agree.
Or put them on the same level with the Proud Boys.
Oh my God.
Come on now. Yeah, he does that too.
He sound like he a
And-
jerk.
And as we both told him, I support the sentiment, but I never supported that organization.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I support the movement, but not the organization.
Right. I think a
Right.
lot of us do, yeah.
that's him. Anyway, y'all, I gotta get. It's 10 something my time. So I
Oh,
gotta get
that's
this
right. That's
class
right.
out.
That's why you're an
Okay.
hour ahead.
Well, thanks again for
Yeah.
dropping those jewels. I just love to hear your statements and your sentiment on things. It just give us a different perspective. You really opened my eyes about nigga day
Yeah, for real
and
though.
wash my feet day. I'm gonna have to look into that.
Yeah.
I
Exactly.
have to look
Foot
into
washing.
the
It's called
foot
the
washing.
foot
The
washing.
foot washing.
I'm
The
gonna have
foot
to look
washing.
into those two things. That sounds very interesting.
And Les, we would definitely be down that way, man, and hopefully we'll bump into your brother.
Absolutely.
So
All right, man. I'll be there. If you come by Mama's house, that's probably. I'm either gonna be at Mama's or Daddy's. But if it's evening time, probably gonna be at Mama's because it's time to eat.
you know what? You know what? I gotta go see Miss Deborah anyway. So because if I don't, my mother would have my head. So because
Oh yeah,
my mom,
we're
your
gonna
mom
need,
was tight back in
we're
the
gonna
day.
need to find out you've been down in the neighborhood and been swinging by.
Exactly. So
'Cause she gonna let you know online where everybody can see.
I already know. You ain't gotta tell me. But like I said, I gotta go see her anyway. Because like I said, my mother would never let me live it down. So I gotta go see her.
That's right.
So
All right, y'all. I'm gonna jump off. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and I'm gonna start watching these videos.
Well, happy Father's Day to you and yours, and you guys have a safe trip, and hopefully we'll get to see you in person next week.
Thank you. Happy Father's Day to whoever's listening out there.
Absolutely.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Y'all enjoy that Juneteenth this weekend.
Oh, don't worry, we will.
Have a good
All
night.
right.
Okay,
Y'all
good
later.
night.
Good night.
all right,
Beautiful.
Marvin, if you listen, brother, call in.
I love it.
So but yeah, he gave me a different perspective on that situation. So like he always does. But
I like what he was saying about the teachers. What he was saying about the teachers is so, like he said, if they were some good teachers and knew how to do it, the kids would get that knowledge that they need about critical race theory.
and I'm like him. I don't disagree with that whole critical quote unquote race theory bull crap anyway. Hey, Gwen's in here.
Hey, Gwen.
So but I'm just not seeing it.
That's sad.
But,
Like I said, you don't want them to get fired because they have to stay with the curriculum that the school board has put out. But somebody, if they're not getting it at home, they got to get it somewhere. And I do agree with him. These little white kids don't find out how would that turn out?
it would not turn out
What
good.
would that look like? First of all,
It would not turn out good, to be honest with you. It wouldn't turn out good at all because, like with them, with the way that this whole critical race theory is situated, and I'm like Les, I don't like that name. I made this very
nothing is a theory. I'm sorry.
right. It either happened or it didn't.
It did.
So one of the two.
Even though y'all trying to keep it out the books and keep it out the news and keep it out of our children's psyche, it happened.
Marvin. All right. Nash, what's up, brother? Yo, Nash. What's happening, bro?
Hey, what's going on?
Nah, I can't call it, man.
How are you?
Can't call it.
All right.
You ready to drop
Trying
some
to
jewels
marinate
on
the
us?
redneck state.
Always.
Old Clan Homer.
Oh, there you go.
She's come sweeping down the plain.
Does he know Roxanne?
No.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, man, what you got for us, man? The floor is yours, bro.
Okay, well, first of all, of course, I got to say my saying. America needs racism to even exist. It's the ventilator that keeps America breathing. With that said, I got to get me some shirts made. Yeah, I'll piss them off. But my job here in Old Clan Home is to piss off these rednecks here. I think I do a good job.
Yeah.
I think I do a perfectly good job with it.
Oh yeah. Of course.
Yeah. But anywho, I'm still in the streets a little bit, so yeah, I kind of piss off. But I'm gonna get into this. Let's see, what was okay? The 6-year-old first.
Yes.
It's not really even that hard to even comprehend how foul that was.
Yeah.
Thank you.
For that to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, so all you got to do is flip it. It's pretty logical. If I was to shoot an Asian kid, what you think would happen?
Oh, your ass to be under the jail.
They're gonna kill you with
Be
chopsticks.
locked up, won't let me.
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I would get no bail.
No.
And the Asian community would be deep at that jail.
Oh my God. They would drive
The
up in a
Asian
truck.
community would be deep. I'm talking about from Classen, wherever the Asian community is, all of them would get together.
Oh yeah, you already know.
Japanese, Chinese, Vietnamese, get on your knees, all the needs.
He said, "Get on your knees." Yes, sir. You right about that?
Let's see, but no, that was so tragic, man.
Yeah, well, it is.
But the
Very.
thing is, they gonna protect the Asian. They're gonna flip it around to make it sound like the Asian was the victim and the child was the perpetrator.
Right.
Exactly. And he was but
That's what
6
they
years
gonna
old.
end up doing.
Yeah.
And it was
That's how they do in the courts.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to us.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna watch. They're gonna say that little 6-year-old was
Menace to society.
domestic terrorist, or he was running drugs, or it's gonna be something. He was a gangbanger. I'm surprised they didn't say that.
Oh my
He was
God.
a gangbanger.
I just said
gonna
a
be
menace.
something,
You
watch.
said a terrorist.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, domestic terrorist, something.
Wow.
And then the Asian dude, gonna be like, oh, he was a threat to me. You know, shit like that.
Oh
I
my
will not
gosh.
appreciate him. Y'all, I feel sorry for your mother.
Oh my God, no.
Anyway, but I gotta bring my place.
I already know, man. I already know. But
Absolutely.
but Nas, let me ask you this. Nas. On this same subject. When we was coming up as youngins, how many times you run to somebody's yard and nothing was said to you?
Ironically, as you say that, I was thinking about when me and Kwame used to go to your house.
Thank
On
you.
the street.
Thank
we
you.
rolled our bike into the yard. I mean, it wasn't no disrespect. I wasn't trying to be disrespectful, but we just rolled up in the yard.
Yeah.
Your
That's
mom
what
didn't
they
say
do.
nothing. Nobody said a word.
Right.
It's
That's
just,
what they do.
it's just something that, and we was 13, 14 years old. I'm probably 14, I think. Yeah, 14.
Something like that. That's
Yeah,
about
somewhere up
right.
in there, the early teens.
Yeah.
But yeah, and that's a 6-year-old.
Wow.
So to even think something like, oh, I should come at him with a hammer or whatever he came at him with, and then to shoot this little boy, that dude should be in jail for attempted murder.
Right.
Thank you. Of a
Thank you.
child. A 6-year-old
Good
child.
point. Very
But
good
see, they
point.
gonna look at that child as a 18-year-old.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
A 6-year-old is 18-year-old in black years.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
They
That's
gonna
true.
look at him
That's
as-
true.
They're gonna look at him as a threat or something. It's gonna be something they pull out their ass. That racism train is never late.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Indeed. But let's see, and y'all was talking about Juneteenth.
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate the acknowledgement, but it's a diversion. That's all it is.
That's what I just said. I said that.
What do you mean?
I said that.
Juneteenth, they're gonna have it in February. Why? They're gonna have it in February to get rid of, so you get a 2-for-1.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
you already got Black History Month. I wish you colors just leave us alone.
Uh.
We gave you Martin Luther King in January. We gave you Black History Month. Now what else you want? Yeah, BT. You know what I'm saying? That's how they act, man. This is going to bother a lot of them. This is going to bother. All we have is, what's the little Irish day? St. Patrick's
St.
Day.
Patrick's Day.
Patrick's Day.
Yeah. They say, we don't have anything. They
got
done took
everything
over.
else. Wow.
They go to my old.
They got
We don't have nothing for us.
They got every other holiday on the planet.
Everything else, exactly. The whole
They got
calendar.
everything on the. They run everything.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This America is like we said. America is a white man's world.
Yep.
That's why I would never help a homeless white person, especially a white man. No excuse. None.
You said you won't ever help them?
I will never, ever, unless they were serving in the military. And then they would have to show me their military papers.
Oh,
I know what they look like.
Wow.
But I would never help a homeless white person.
What did Paul Mooney say? Paul Mooney said a homeless white person is a waste of white skin.
Oh, no.
Yeah. I would never. It don't make. Give me some kind of reason why I would help. Give me a reason. All this homeless white guy has to do is take a shower, get some. They ain't even got to get decent clothes. They ain't even got to have decent education. Maybe sixth grade, like Jethro from Beverly Hillbillies, or something like that.
Yep.
They could get a CEO gig somewhere.
Yep, you're right about that.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mean it literally sixth grade education, but
no, you're right, because I've come
maybe
across. You're right. Yes.
Maybe have like a year of college and dropped out.
Not even a college. They went to a technical school. Yeah.
Something like that. Maybe a CEO gig at Coca-Cola or any of these companies, McDonald's, Walmart.
Nance, let me tell you a little story, bro. Now, right before I left Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
Oh, thank you for the correction. Thanks for the correction.
3Ks.
Okay, 3Ks. Oklahoma. Okay. Right before I left Oklahoma, I was up for a gig at Dell Computers. It was me and this other white dude. Now, this white dude didn't have nowhere near the education and credentials that I had. He got the job, and plus was making more money than I was. Now, mind you, exactly. Now, mind you,
crazy.
Say what now?
You talking about that new Dell they built over there by Kerr Village?
No, not that one. The one that was on the southwest side.
Yeah, that's the one that's on. Hold on. Southwest. Okay, yeah, on 15.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that's the one.
Wow.
That's the one. Yeah. He got. We both got the job, but the thing of it is because he was a, he had the complexion with the connection for the collection. He made more money than me and didn't have nowhere near the credentials I did. He had just got out of high school. Had just got his A+ certification. Now, mind you, here I am. I got a 4-year degree. I got my A+, my Network Plus, and my CCNA. I got all that shit behind me. And he got the job and was making more money than me. Now, what kind of fucked up shit is that?
Dude, bro.
That is crazy.
Something just ain't right. Like, keep sweating.
Thank you.
Did he ever ask you for help?
All the time.
I would never have helped him.
All the time. And guess what? I said, man, I can't
I'm
help.
telling you, I'd be like, what? No.
I pull Flavor. I can't do nothing for you, man.
Exactly. No. That's why I be saying, I say, you getting a paycheck just like I'm getting a paycheck. I'm not going to show you and tell you everything I know. They kind of give you the raise.
Thank you.
No.
Mm-mm. God, I can't believe that, bro.
Yeah. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm here.
Shout out to the white guy, though, because I would never met him.
Yeah, you probably need to thank him.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, white dude. The dude's name was Mark. Thanks, Mark.
Well, that's unbelievable, though. Now, is that racism, or is that just, did he know somebody? Because that nepotism, what do you think it was?
Both. I think it's probably both, because I don't think he knew. I'm not gonna say he knew. I'm not gonna say he didn't know anybody.
Straight out of high school, though.
She was straight out of high school. He
had to have known somebody.
Yeah, probably did.
Come on.
He was straight out of high school.
Yeah.
And didn't have no credentials.
None.
Wow.
But, yeah, it's a little bit of both, a little combination.
I think it is. I think that somebody go to church with his mom.
Yeah, something like that. It could have been anything. So, but
And then he is asking you questions all the time.
Oh yeah, and he was constantly.
Probably go to the same white sheet sales and get the same Klan sheet.
At the white sheet sale.
Did you go to the white sheet sale at Dillard's? Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, you never know.
But anyway, but that's messed up, man.
That is.
Yep, like I said, that's why I'm here, man. But I haven't, and I said, damn, I should have moved here. Shit, 15 years, 20 years ago, shit. But hey,
yeah.
But
just on the premise that you had to move is messed up.
right.
Just
Yeah.
that's ridiculous.
Well, Marvin can tell you.
But-
Well, Marvin is right there in Oklahoma, in Oklahoma, man. You know, he will tell you there's not very many tech jobs out there.
Wow.
So
No, I mean you guys like you said, you got the Dell and maybe on base,
yeah,
a couple other places here and there, a couple other little cyber jobs, cyber security things of that nature, but not too many.
right, exactly. So that's why I'm here.
They still trying to hope and wish for oil.
No, not oil.
Yeah, they are.
And
They really
coal.
are. The oil boom is over.
Coal.
The oil boom is
Yeah,
over.
They
been
was
over.
talking about that.
It's
back
been
in
over.
Black Wall Street
been over.
days. Yeah. Wow.
It's been the tech industry for damn near 40 years.
Thank you.
So damn, at least 40 years at least. Damn near 40, if not 40 years.
Yeah, because I've been doing this for at least 30. So hey, I know it's been a while.
Yeah, all that drilling for oil and all that coal and all that old school crap they trying to do. They ain't no more that industry no more. Oil rigs and working on an oil pipeline and all that nonsense.
Yep.
But on to the next episode. I was talking about the Juneteenth. Excuse me.
Yeah, Juneteenth.
Get off of that. Yeah, but they're not gonna. I wonder how long it's gonna take for it to become a federal holiday. How long does that take? And then, of course, it's not gonna be this year. So.
That's a good question. I mean, my whole thing is when are they going to start recognizing it, and how many people are going to actually recognize it? Because you just barely got folks recognizing MLK Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly. So it might be a minute, but the thing is, like I said, it's just a diversion of
Right.
all the other stuff, though, because they still ain't talking about no reparations, nor do they want to get reparations.
Mimi brought that point up, and she was talking about it.
And that's been on the desk for how many years now?
Come
And
on.
it was so crazy is everybody that got reparations. Black people.
But
Except
black people.
us.
Japanese
Black
people.
people,
When
yeah.
they came World War II, Japanese people.
Yep.
Jews got
Jews,
reparations. And then Holocaust didn't happen here.
Yep. And they came over here with money.
The Jews the America gives Israel, I think it was $40 billion a year.
Yeah, they do.
Every year
Just
they give it to them,
Unbelievable.
but they can't give us reparations. There's no money for us.
It's not in the budget.
Because what they'll say is, what you put on my white boy voice again, Clayton K. Kirkland, KK for short. What you need to do is pull yourself up by your bootstraps
By
and
your
start begging
bootstraps.
us for money.
Yep.
Get yourself a damn job. Stop crying to the white man. However, we've tried this a many a time, and every time we do this, look what happens. Rosewood,
Yeah.
Black
Come on.
Wall Street,
Black
Come
we
on.
get our own thing.
Come on.
We get our own thing, but what y'all do? Y'all get in your little feelings because we making more cheddar.
Thank
You
you.
want to burn our section down.
That's exactly it.
Speak it, say it again for the ones in the back.
I'm gonna say it
Yes.
again for the people in the cheap seats.
There you go. Say it again, brother.
Yes.
Every time, and we can do it again. I mean,
No
I'm
doubt.
saying, But all this integrating and all this and that, yeah, we can separate and all that. But anytime we built our own thing, it don't matter whether it's a community or whatever, it's been shot down every time.
Oh yeah.
We try to pull ourselves up by our bootstraps. Next thing you know, we getting hung from a tree from the same bootstraps you tried to tell us to pull ourselves up from.
Oh, come on now.
Boy, you preaching now.
Come on now.
Wow.
You are preaching now. Say it, preacher.
Come on now. Take your time, brother. Take your time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man, it's just so crazy how and they like and I hear people all the time. We just don't understand why you people, everybody else can come up, but you people, it just seems like you just can't get right.
Well, here's the thing, and I tell people this all the damn time. It's kind of hard to pick yourself up when you got a damn knee in your neck.
Huh.
Yeah,
What?
exactly.
What?
Or you can't breathe.
Yeah.
Exactly. You can't breathe. I mean, we don't want crumbs from the table. Give us a damn recipe. We'll make our own damn cake.
Say it again.
Thank you. We like I heard you say earlier, we can turn lemons into lemonade.
Thank you. We can make $1.15.
Just by sticking our finger in the damn picture.
There you go.
But yeah, it's amazing how racism is involved in every intricate part of America and how it grows and how it's needed to make this country survive. You were talking earlier about the Native Americans.
Right.
And I'm like, how the hell are these blonde-haired, blue-eyed people are Native American all of a sudden?
$5
And I
Indians.
get it. They trying to get that little, benefits and whatnot.
Yep.
Yet, Native Americans won't even acknowledge black people who are Native Americans.
They sure won't.
I hear of a lot of black people who have a hard time. They got to get anything to prove. They got to get all kind of stuff to prove they're, whatever, half Indian or, a quarter or whatever.
Right.
It's like, wow. But the same people that oppress them, they give them a pass.
Oh, yeah. Exactly.
The same people that stole their land jacked them, they get a pass. Chief Running Nose let Brent, Chad, all of them get their little papers.
Exactly it. That's exactly it.
So, man, like I said, man, great. They have to have it. It's like their Head Start. They have to have racism here. It is a must. If you took racism out of the equation, they wouldn't even know what to do, man. They could not survive in the country.
I agree with you. 100%.
Maybe Tina Marie, possibly Gary Owens, maybe would still be around, or maybe White Chocolate, the dude Jason Williams that played basketball. I think he would be around.
What? Oh God.
Not too many of them will be here, bro.
I agree with you.
Just from a slavery aspect, I was thinking the other day, just from a slavery aspect, and what black people had to endure. If you flipped it around, you flipped the script.
They
brought their ass here from Europe, but we ain't that savage. But if we were, they wouldn't survive.
They wouldn't survive. 2 years.
Because their skin alone, there wasn't no copper tone back then.
No, it wasn't. Sure wasn't. They would have burnt up.
Suntan lotion and none of that. It wasn't none of that going on.
Right.
Can you imagine?
Oh my God.
Just think about that for a minute.
Nah, I agree with you.
Their skin would be shriveled the hell up.
Yeah, they're shriveled up now.
And the labor itself. So that's what I'm saying. This whole thing was flipped around, man. That's all people got to do is flip this around, and that's why they don't want this. This whole critical race theory crap, man. Is basically they don't want a certain part. Well, actually, a gigantic part of American history taught. Because that's all. Black history ain't nothing but American history.
That's all it is.
Yeah.
That's all it is. Because if you took black people out of the equation, you wouldn't have much.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
You're absolutely right.
They don't. And I heard this idiot governor shit head. He sat there and wrote a bill so to make it so you couldn't teach this in school.
Yeah.
None of this.
Yeah.
The Tulsa race riots, none of it. Because I didn't know nothing about this Tulsa race riots until about 10 years ago.
Right. See,
they sure they're teaching in school or Oklahoma history.
A lot of folks didn't know about it, and that's like I said, man. Because the reason why I knew about it because my grandfather was there, so he told me about it back when I was little, because I've been knowing about it. And so when when I got to the point, because in the 9th grade, they have you take a course in Oklahoma history. They didn't even mention this in Oklahoma history when I was coming up.
They sure did, because I took Oklahoma history. I remember. I didn't know nothing. They ain't mentioned nothing. They talk about the Trail of Tears and the land run and things of that nature, the statehood.
Yeah, they talked about how white people came up. They didn't talk about anything else.
And they talk about Jim Thorpe, something like that.
Oh yeah, of course. They talk about him.
Will Rogers.
What's the guy's name? Wiley Post.
Yeah. They
him.
Stuff like that.
Yeah, crap like that. But they didn't really talk about it. Anything that was pertinent to black people.
No, and that's how they want to keep it, because you got media outlets. They're run by white corporates.
Yep.
And white supremacists.
Yep.
You got these teachers with these curriculums. They get these curriculums from, up top.
Yep.
This is what we want you to teach.
Yep.
From the school, yeah.
So when you control media outlets, and you control the educational system, you control the law, justice system in America. You got all those things you control, and it's a win-win.
Exactly.
But we, as a people, got to break that bullshit up.
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, you teaching it at home. That's what I'm doing with my son, and I did for Marshawn when he was little. I taught him.
Yep.
I'm like, they're not gonna get it at school. They damn sure not.
Of course not.
The only thing they'll teach you that has to do with us in school is we were slaves.
That's
they don't even
it.
talk about the Moors. They don't even talk about what we did before we got here, before we were slaves. We used to run all this.
Yep.
Black people was exploring everywhere.
You see, as I've always told people this, and I told my youngins when they was coming up, look, if you keep digging back to the past, you'll see how Black history really gets.
Yeah.
Because the further back you go, the blacker it gets. It's the truth. It's the truth.
Yeah, that's real talk. That's real talk. And that's why these people kind of hate the internet and how that came about. Because sometimes I'll just go in and I happen to stumble upon them hidden color joints back in the day.
Yeah.
I was like, because they had little clippings of it on YouTube, and I started watching them. I was like, oh wow. I ended up ordering them.
Uh-huh.
This is stuff I didn't know.
Oh yeah.
So the internet is a great thing, but sometimes it's not a good thing for people who want to hide truths.
Of course.
Yeah. So that's one of them things you got to just kind of, all this critical race theory crap. You just gotta brush it to the side and let it be taught. Because they're not gonna teach it in school, so we got to be the ones to teach it.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yep, we gotta teach them. Like I said,
but what about the parents that don't know? Like me, like I didn't know about Malcolm X. So what do? Do we gotta do our due diligence and do our homework first before we teach, our own? So it's like that's why I went back to the a show we had a couple of weeks ago. Why don't we have those type of schools like Jewish people have, where you can go on a Saturday and get to know everything about your culture? Why don't we have things like that accessible to us to utilize?
I don't like to I don't like to copy and paste off other folks.
Right.
But sometimes you can learn a lot from a dummy.
Thank you.
So you go in there and kind of get together some things that Jews done got together on, or some of these backwood trailer trash motherfuckers that got on.
Oh yeah.
Kind of learn, kind of peep out what they. Oh, okay then. So they teaching this. Well, we can teach this.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it can happen. You know what I'm saying? We just gotta put our resources together, minds together, and remember there's strength in numbers when it comes to us.
Oh, come on. That's the big thing right there. The strength in numbers.
Because I guarantee you on this Juneteenth thing, you might see, at best, 10 white people there.
If that,
yeah.
If that. Because, again, when black people roll deep in a harmonizing way, they get scared as hell.
Thank you.
They get scared as hell, boy.
Well, I don't know. With so much mixed racing now, it might be a little bit more now.
Well, see, and that's another thing. And I think, Marvin, you touched upon this a while back in previous shows, man. See, white people's numbers are dwindling, and they hate that.
Yeah. That's true. They are wondering like Stevie.
Yep.
Marvin, have you ever been to a Juneteenth celebration in Oklahoma?
They used to have one going down straight down MLK. I don't know if they still have it every year. Do they still do that?
They actually got 3 coming. They got 3 this weekend.
Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
They got one in Washington Park.
Okay.
Is that a black park?
Ray J. Wait a minute.
What?
Ray Khan. Yeah, he gonna be there.
Wow.
And what's the vanilla covered baby face? John B.
Hey, now wait a minute. Now I love me some John B. But I feel I get you. I get you. I get you.
No, I like John B. I'm just saying, that's, you know, he got a nice little, little flow. I ain't knocking his hustle,
Wow.
but I'm just saying he sound like Babyface.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But Babyface did produce him though. But that's another story.
Wow.
But man, but yeah, it's gonna be 3 things jumping off. That's too many black people out.
Of course.
But no, yeah, they got 3 of them. They got one on 36. They got one on 23rd, like you was talking about.
Yeah.
That whole Northeast 23rd gonna be, kind of like a, I don't know, open parade type thing.
Yeah, they used to have it every year, but I'm assuming they're still going to have it, so that's why I was asking.
Yeah, they had. I mean, they didn't have it last year, of course, but yeah, they having it this year.
Okay.
Are you attending? Are you gonna go?
Yeah. I'm gonna definitely put my face in the place.
Cool.
Yes, indeed. Yes, I am going to definitely be there. Might not. Y'all depends on how that weather acts.
Of course.
Yeah, brother gotta keep cool. I want to celebrate good times, but I gotta also keep cool. So.
I want to burn up doing it.
Hell no.
No, I don't want to get too well done. I'm already well done enough. Sexy chocolate.
Nothing wrong with that.
No, ain't nothing wrong with it. Everything right with it.
There you go. That's what's up.
But, yes, indeed, man. But yeah, man. Let's see what else we got popping off this week. In America. Let's see here.
We got Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to you in advance.
Oh, thank you. Happy Father's Day, Reggie.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, we got Father's Day coming up. Shout out to all the fathers out there.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, indeed. All the fathers out there that's got a role in your children's lives, man.
Yeah, they do that. Yeah, they got a role in their lives, and are there with them. Not just, oh wow, you've grown.
Oh
the
yeah.
Age of 3, and then dude 15 now.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm talking about them real ones, not them deadbeats.
Yep.
Them deadbeats by Drake.
There you go. Deadbeats by Dre. That's a good one.
You guys are crazy.
Well,
See, man.
Well, Nas, man, as usual, brother, you brought the pain, man.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
man. I appreciate, definitely appreciate you all. Love your show. Again, I'm a big groupie. So,
Cool, nice, love it.
Y'all keep what you're doing.
Oh, we're going to do it, man. We're going to do this, man. We're going to do it as long as we can.
That's right.
Yes, indeed, man. Don't let the FCC get at you.
Oh, man, come on. There's ways around that. I ain't worried about that, so,
There you go.
So,
Indeed,
But anyway,
I
like I
hold
said.
y'all up, man, but I appreciate my voice being, I've been able to express myself on your podcast.
Oh, brother,
Definitely.
anytime.
Absolutely.
Appreciate both of you.
Like I said, you got a fanfare here, man. I'm telling you. You got a following here, Nas. I'm telling you, because people ask us, and I'm not lying.
Yeah.
They ask us, man, when Marvin going to come back on the show? So,
right.
you got a fanfare here, man. So, hey.
Well, no disrespect, Marvin. You heard the show last week. Did you agree or disagree, kind of like Les did with anything Roxanne had to say? Since you live in Oklahoma.
The lady on the show, was she? I mean, I don't know. Was she white?
Well, yeah, half.
Oh, okay then. Yeah, I heard a little bit of it. You know what I'm saying? And it kept cutting out or something. Maybe it was my thing that was
It might,
cutting out.
but we was having some issues with the audio last week, so that's probably what the problem was.
Okay, yeah, okay. All right. But yeah, I caught a little bit of it. And by the way, I believe I agree with Monique with what she was talking about. By the way,
Hey, brother, I was going to ask you that. I was getting ready to ask you that.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
okay.
yeah, yes, definitely. You know what
It
I'm
seems
saying?
like
And,
us women are the
we-
ones who have problems, not the men. God, that's crazy.
and it's some men. You know what I'm saying? Same thing. You know what I'm saying? Men, pull your pants up, please. God, no. Nobody want to see your thong.
No.
we know it's part of that prison culture. Y'all better stop playing.
I keep saying that, man. I keep saying that. You know, what did Big Trey D say in that song with Snoop Dogg? Don't sag too hard to show everybody your thong.
Yeah. Ooh, man, come on. I mean, I think after, I don't know. I just think after a certain age, you know what I'm saying?
Nas, let me tell you something. Right here in Dallas, and I'm sure you see it there in Oklahoma too. Right here in Dallas, I see people my age and older with their pants sagging off their ass.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and like I said, it ain't just our women, it's our men.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Really?
I agree.
Mother's our age sagging.
Thank you.
They trying to stay here.
I'm sitting on the 5 O's now. To be technical, I'm 51. Look good as hell.
Mm-hmm.
Nas.
You know what I'm saying?
Good genes. Good
I gotta
genes.
co-sign myself on that one.
Hey, brother, it is what it is.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But, I don't know, man. Sometimes us, man, like, you shake your head, man. It's like, dude,
They trying to
you
stay
do
with
realize
what they call them
that
though.
you got grandkids, and I'm just talking out in general. You got kids and grandkids.
Right.
They sagging. So you got third generation sagging.
That's a good way of looking at
That's
it.
you know what? Nas, let me see.
You would think you break that cycle.
You'll break it
Like
eventually,
you-
yeah.
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 Yeah, you think you want to break that cycle of sagging. Yeah.
Nas, it's like this here, brother.
Trying to be hip.
You 51. I'm gonna be 50 in September.
Mm-hmm.
I have never ever, and you know this to be true. You've never seen me sag. Sagging is
Never.
something.
And you know
I ain't never seen you sag. So that's not what we do.
No, we do not do that. I mean, grown ass men don't sag.
Thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Thank you.
Grown ass men, and even grown ass men who or teenagers or whatever. I mean, it's some teenagers got some sense.
Yep.
They keep their pants up and got a belt and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So, but yeah, man. I mean, we got to get it together with each other. Yeah, the women, they got to get them rollers out the hair and quit wearing a robe to place to cuss out the teachers. And all that. You can't do that.
We talked about that too last week. We talked about it last week. We were talking about that last week, talking about how, you know, when you got women coming up to the schools and stuff in their pajamas and, you know,
Sliding in them old house shoes.
in them old house shoes, coming up there to cuss a teacher out because they child acting a fool in school.
All what's those new flip flops they had? They got all that fur on them now.
Yeah.
You're like, come on, are you serious right now? The green wig, the purple wig, the green wig,
Come
the blue
on, man.
wig.
And I'm just gonna go on. I'm just gonna go ahead and say this. And, you know, a lot of ladies might get mad at me for saying this, but I don't give a damn. They coming to the damn school smelling like they just jumped off a dick.
Oh,
I mean, come on.
Ooh.
Am I lying?
Ooh.
Am I lying?
Oh my God.
Tell me I'm lying, please. Now I'll shut up.
I ain't never smell. I don't be on nobody that close to smell them.
I can't. You ain't got to be that close.
Well, I know they do come with that smell like weed, though. I don't know.
Oh,
what,
yeah.
This weed they smoking now have a different smell from when I was growing. I'm like, what is that? Is that skunk? I mean, yeah, I can smell that. Yeah, it's getting out of hand. The girls are smoking more weed than men these days. It's getting out of hand.
And get more tattoos.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah.
Across right above the breast.
Oh yeah.
On the neck.
Got their phone number on there. My phone number.
Not the phone number.
But that's it though. But yeah, I just had
And one more thing, real quick. And
Okay.
I ain't trying to clown, but this needs to be said. Okay, if you're boozy badass complexion or Flavor Flav's complexion, let's try not to get blonde wigs, blonde hair.
Oh Lord, drop the mic. It's time to shut the show down. All right.
That's not, no. I'm not saying that it's terrible. I'm just saying it's not a good look.
Yeah.
Nas, let me tell you something, brother. Don't get me wrong.
I mean, dark, like, and I ain't got nothing against my sisters that are real dark.
No,
but
no.
that yellow hair throws me off.
That's not what we're saying at all.
Orange.
Nash, let me tell you something. You made me drop my headphones on that one. I had to do a headphone drop on that because I couldn't do a mic drop. But, brother, you hit the nail on the head because I don't have nothing against sisters, against dark sisters. I like the dark skinned sisters. I love I told Mimi this before. I love her complexion, but I agree with you on that dude. That blonde hair on somebody that's blue black. Nah,
Not blue black.
not a good look.
Well, y'all can
Not
see
a good look.
I'm not saying anything because y'all know I'm a proponent of women, but yeah, we got to do better.
Mm-hmm.
We got to do better. Ain't nobody gonna believe that color hair grew out your head.
Come on.
I mean,
Come on.
No. Even
Come
if you
on.
dyed it, why you dyed that color?
Come
I
on.
mean, I'm not gonna say nothing because you both have a very valid point. You have a very valid point. I know it's all in
People can
cosmetics.
color their hair what they want, bro.
Exactly. I know it's cosmetics. You want to do what you want to do, but come on, let's keep some kind of believability about it. You know, come on. But that was that was it right there.
That was it right there, bro. I appreciate you saying that, Nas. I'm glad you said it.
Yes, Yaki said it need to be
It's
said.
just been on my mind lately.
Dude, whatever you got to say, call the show. Say that shit. We don't care.
Wow,
Been wanting
that's
to get that off my
crazy.
chest.
Hey, brother. Hey. Let me tell you something. Nash, you said something that a whole bunch of brothers been trying to say for the longest time.
And some women, we look at it too, be like, now what was she thinking?
Mm-hmm.
Cause sometimes them girls get clowned.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
they'll be walking and think they fine with the honey blonde hair and real dark. Look at this bitch. Girl, look at this girl right here.
Oh yeah.
She busted, don't she? Ooh, she thinks she found that blonde hair. That ain't none of her shit. I know what they be thinking shit.
No, yeah.
Because you're thinking the same damn thing.
Absolutely.
Church.
Yes, sir.
Woo, man. Again, Nash, you brought the pain, brother. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you calling
Yes,
and
indeed.
calling. Same black time, same black channel, man.
Absolutely.
All righty then. I appreciate the love.
No doubt.
All righty, y'all have a good evening.
You too.
All right.
Yeah, have a good night.
You do the same.
Okay,
All right, later.
Bye bye.
All right, later.
Nice. Peace. Nice.
Oh, man.
Good show.
Really good show.
Oh my
Really
God.
good show, man. Really good show.
And ladies, don't take offense like y'all did with Monique. It's just his thoughts. It's called Melanated Thoughts. And he was giving his opinion. And sometimes, in the words of Jack, what's his name, Nicholson, you can't handle the truth.
There you go. You can't handle the truth, man. If you get offended, we must be talking about you.
Exactly. Must be taking offense. Oh my God. Very good show.
Yeah. Really good show.
Need to be said. Learn some things I never heard before. Somebody heard some things they needed to hear.
Oh, no doubt.
I love it. That's the purpose and the premise of this show. And I love it.
Thank you. Like I said,
Love it.
yeah, no doubt. So I guess we can wrap this thing up, babe.
All right. Well, I do want to say again, happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, especially you, Reggio.
Appreciate it.
My father is in heaven, so, and my brother Michael, and all my uncles and cousins and friends and the GNS group, Donald, Patrick, all of y'all, just enjoy your day. If you're going to get a steak, eat your steak. If you ain't got no teeth to eat a steak, eat your applesauce. But enjoy your day because we have some real good husbands, fathers in our culture.
Yep. Husbands.
I don't care. I would never knock a black man, you know.
Oh, yeah.
We all have our own issues, but he's still a black man.
No doubt about it.
So enjoy your day. Enjoy your day, gentlemen.
Yeah, all the fathers, and especially the stepfathers out there.
Oh,
you
definitely.
know,
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely those, man. Because I've been a stepdad most of my life, man. So, you know, and You know, a child is a child is a child. You
That's
know,
right.
that's all this to it, man. You just gotta go in there and be that daddy figure for them and slap them upside the head when they need it, and stick a band-aid on their skint knees when you have to.
That's right.
That's what you do as a father.
That's
man.
what you do.
So,
Teach them more than what you know.
Exactly. Teach them to be better than you. Don't teach them to be
right.
like you. Teach them to ascend better than what you did.
That's
That's what you do as a parent.
That's right.
So,
Alrighty then. Well, always remember to hit that notification button.
hit that like button.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
Tell a
and-
friend, tell a neighbor.
Yeah, and share this on your social media. I don't care.
And
Go
if you-
knock yourself out. I share it on mine. I don't care.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it is what it is. So,
And always remember to anything you would like to speak on. This is an open platform forum.
yes, indeed.
You won't be censored.
No, you won't.
These are your thoughts, and your thoughts is all that matter.
That's it.
So
That is
please
it.
remember to just let us know, and we'll try to get it out there as soon as we
Heck
can.
yeah, no doubt about it.
But
So,
really though, Reggio, work on getting that show together with Leslie and Roxanne, because I
Oh,
would like to
yeah.
see or hear that, because they're both from Oklahoma and they have
Yep.
they have different perspectives. So it's
Yeah.
not gonna be nothing negative. It's just gonna be
of course not.
informative.
That's all
So
it's going to be.
what
That's
I
all
would
it's going
love
to be.
to
That's all it's
hear.
going to be. And, you know, it's like I told Roxanne before. You know, I might not agree with your political views.
Mm-hmm.
I really don't, because you're a Trump supporter. I'm not.
Well, I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, she's a Trump supporter.
Mm-hmm.
Hardcore.
Wow. But she spoke so, well, I'm not going to say like they, so you speak so eloquent. I'm not going to say, but she just didn't come off like that, because
Right.
most of them be so, I, me, us. But she seemed like she was like well-rounded and, you know, open-minded. So that was a shocker to hear that she's a Trump supporter.
Oh, yeah, no doubt about it. She's a Trump supporter. Like I said,
No disrespect.
No
you know,
disrespect
no
to her. You support
disrespect.
whoever the hell you want to support
Right,
politically. I could
definitely.
care less about that.
Definitely.
So, but okay, yeah, we'll try to get that set up.
Cool.
Definitely get that set up. So,
Awesome. Well, all right, another good one.
yes, indeed. In the meantime, I am Reggio,
And I am Mimi the Lady.
and we out, y'all.
Bye. Good night.